Alright, let's see who's stuck around. Whew, I think we're good now. I think we're okay. Waffle House logo. Oh my god, dude. You were the first person that's made that association to it. That's not what it's supposed to be, but I might have to change it now. Excuse me. Alright, I don't see any video. Now Twitch shows me nothing. What does YouTube show me? Okay, YouTube shows me live. I just want to see video on Twitch. That's it. Hey, hey. Dude, can you guys see any video? It's working, okay. Hang on, let me refresh this page. I'll lose you for a second. No chat right now. Coming back, coming back, coming back. Please work. Please show me some video. Please show me anything. You can show me Pornhub for all I care. I see it live. Okay, okay, it's working, it's working, it's working. Okay. Okay, so, G-Chockle, good to see you, man. Steve, good to see you. Mr. Bus Driver, welcome aboard. We are here, we're ready to go. We gotta get the hell out of here. We're gonna talk about what happened there once we get up in the air, because that's gonna be a bit of a story for you. And it all comes down to, I make things way more complicated than they need to be. Alright, anyway, let's kill the music. Hello everybody, welcome aboard, happy Sunday. Today's stream almost didn't happen for a multitude of reasons, starting off with the fact that I woke up with a killer migraine this morning. This migraine stuck with me pretty much all day. And it was only just in the last, I don't know, maybe 2 hours or so that I was finally able to take enough painkillers to get rid of it. So if you see me like start to go into stroke mode or something here in the middle of the stream, don't be alarmed. I'm just dying or something. It happens though. Jerk T, good to see you, buddy. Raku 314 Shot Gaming, Ship 2000, Red the Aviator. Good to see you guys. Welcome aboard. And to top it all off, this stream almost didn't happen again because I accidentally killed my restreaming box right in the middle of apparently in the middle of a Windows update, and it wouldn't boot. So I had to do an emergency reinstallation of Windows to make this thing work. Now, thankfully, all of the work by the machine is actually... Let's close that. Is actually done by this little Linux box here. You can see this guy's chugging away right now with FFmpeg. This is the guy that's actually making it happen so that I can stream on both Twitch and YouTube. So that thing only had to be slightly reconfigured. Now in the reconfiguration process, I only gave it one processor. As you can see, the CPU utilization is 160% right now, so it's using almost 2 full processors at the moment to do its re-encoding stuff. So the encoder was falling behind, which meant that the Twitch stuff was all laggy and shit. Now the YouTube stuff doesn't go through the encoder, so the YouTube stuff was fine because it's just a big pass-through. So that's how we almost didn't stream yet again. But hey, whatever, we're here, we made it. It's Sunday night, Albuquerque Center, Albuquerque Tower, and Albuquerque Ground are all open. And we're ready to go have some fun. So we're going to be here in the FlightFactor. I'm all burpy now. This wasn't happening to me earlier. Hydrofrac, good to see you, man. Dikalam, welcome aboard. Am I streaming yet? Yeah, I am. If you don't know that, I have no way of conveying that information to you at the moment. I assume somebody will fill you in. We're going to be flying the FlightFactor 767-300ER tonight. I really, really like this plane. I've been putting a lot of time in it, been putting a lot of effort in it, and it's been a hell of a good time to fly it. I would normally do a much longer intro and sit here and talk for a really long time. But quite frankly, we don't have time for that. We need to get up and we need to get out of here. So we're going to jump straight into the plane. Straight into the plane right there. And we'll start getting this thing going. I don't really have a good set of checklists for this. At this point, I'm kind of flying it by memory. But we'll start off with the batteries there. Go standby power to auto. And we'll just crank the APU straight on. Give us some fuel pumps. APU should be coming online now. And we'll come back to all of this here in just a second. So today's flight is going to have us from San Francisco all the way down to Albuquerque. Albuquerque is the first of the new airports to be introduced here on PilotEdge. It is only open for a short 3-hour window this evening, but this is the route flight that we're going to be taking. Let's go VFR here. So we'll be flying San Francisco, going to fly over Las Vegas, and then we're going to head on down to Albuquerque. Time en route should be about an hour and a half. There's a lot of planes going, guys. Holy crap. A lot of guys going out of Vegas. Wow. Okay. So we're just going to have to get this thing going. APU's coming online. We're waiting for the APU gen to go to available. Unless I started the APU incorrectly. Just leave that on start for the time being. So I actually don't know if it needs to be on start or not. But we'll see what it does here. You can go pound sand. Alright, APU gen's available. Bus ties, auto. Utility buses to on. That should have done something. That should have brought some lights on. Do we have gas? We should have gas. Yeah, we got 4.4 tons of gas. We're fine. Oh yeah, right. Standby power to auto. APU on. APU's running. Okay, this is embarrassing. There it goes. Okay, plane's on. It's good now. Do that. Put the emergency lights over to on. We'll leave those two gens off for the time being. Leave the APU where it's at. This is good. This is good. This is good. Middle panel looks fantastic, except for you. We'll turn the window heats on. And the fourth panel over here. Bing. Bing. Good there. Good there. Auto for you. We'll come back to the altitude in a moment. Cooling is fine. Don't need any of that to come on. On the right panel, we'll set all of these to auto. This is going to be the, I think, the temperature select. Auto. 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 And then my favorite part of the entire startup process, hit you, hit you, hit you, and then hit you. Open the isolation valves, and then turn on the APU bleed. And she starts to come to life. Hallelujah. NYY Dave, good to see you, buddy. SJV, welcome aboard. Siziano, welcome aboard. Tech Claw, good to see you, welcome aboard. Alright, alright, alright. I'm so excited, man. To you, even 767, bro. I know, man. Yaw dampers come on. We will set the IRSs to align. Now, this is not following any sort of checklist. I will throw that out there right now. I don't have checklists. Well, I could load the checklists that are there by default, but I don't feel like it. So, down here, we'll crank these standby instruments up a bit. The lighting, we'll crank open the flood panel, or the panel lighting, I should say, and then come down to the FMC, activate this sucker, go to position in it. We are at Kilo Sierra Foxtrot Oscar. Ref that, grab you, put you in there, and the IRS will start aligning now. Alright, so we have filed. Let me make sure the filing is still good. Yep. So we filed our route. We're going to fly the Sehi 3 departure, I think. Sehi 3 RNAV departure. We are not going to fly the Sehi 3 RNAV departure. Are you kidding me? You gave me bad information, FlightAware. We'll just fly the stick. Stick 3 RNAV. What are the winds in San Francisco? Oh, 190 to 11. We actually, you know what? Oh. Are we going to get... Hang on. Hang on. Hold the phone. Oh, departing one left, one out. Okay, so we need to refile with the stick. That I can do. All right, so let's bring you over here. Go to pilotedge.net. What is the stick? SSTIK. SSTIK. SSTIK 3. Okay, so we're going to file that. Of course I filed the wrong flight plan. UAL 717, B763, slant Lima. We're going to file 460 knots. We're going KSFO, KABQ. We're going to go 35,000 feet. Pop you in right there. Stick to Not the port. Stick to stick. No. Stick to intel. Shit, we don't want any of that. Okay, stick to intel. Q162, MyCal, Boulder Direct, J172, GUP, and then Lobo 3. Alright, file that sucker in right there. Good, good, good. Alternate's going to be Kalos. Good there, good there. Alright, let's file it. And we'll check the PilotEdge map. This thing should update almost immediately. Yep, stick 3 intel. Great, okay. So we're going to write that sucker down. We'll get ready here. UAL 717. We are going to be smart. We're going to be SFO ABQ. Way to not rage quit. I know, Stealth. Good to see you, man. Welcome aboard. Mike21, good to see you, man. Waze 2000, welcome aboard. Oh, man, have I missed anybody here? I think I got them all. Welcome back, our model. Hope your shower was fantastic. Okay, so we're just going to call clearance up, and we're going to get out of here. Because I'm tired of sitting here on the ground and staring at this plane. I want to be flying. It's a flight sim stream, not a ground sim stream, right? Yeah? Yeah? Is that funny? Alright, clearance delivery here is 1180. 118. This is going to be chaos. As I tune in, a 118.2. I was going to say, as I tune in and there's nobody talking at all.
Right, 25 right, unit 322.
Can you guys General Aviation with Papa?
Oh man, it's going to be good. Shock Gaming, welcome aboard. Taku 13, welcome aboard.
That's Blue 101, that's Lindbergh.
Hello to you as well. Matt the Minion, welcome. Garrett, good to see you, man. I said hello to Mets, didn't I? Good. Mets, if you didn't hear it earlier, welcome aboard, buddy. It's good to see you.
JetBlue 101, clear the Albuquerque Airport, Bogey 5 departure, Imperial transition that has filed, climb via SID, accept, maintain 8,000, expect flight level 270, 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 119.6, squawk 214.
We're definitely going to be heading up the rear of this one.
Alright, we're JetBlue 101 to Albuquerque, Bogey 5 departure. Imperial transition, then it's 5, climb via SID, accept, maintain 8.
Whatever, Shock.
Flight level 270, 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 119.
Edge is actually a pretty good browser,
And you broke up
I
on the
think.
squawk. Kindly repeat that, please.
JetBlue 101, 2414.
Squawk 2414, JetBlue 101.
San Francisco ground, United 717 IFR, Albuquerque.
And it's 717, clear the Albuquerque Airport, stick to departure until transition that has filed, climb via SID, squawk 6627.
Clear the Albuquerque Airport. Stick 3, intel is filed, climb via SID, squawk 6627, United 717.
Las Vegas
Grand
clearance
Canyon
service
ground,
32,
plus 128 Charlie Mike,
68,
radio
still
check.
waiting on fire to Albuquerque, and tell Captain Shuff United Beg still fly free on Southwest.
Hey, last aircraft call.
Yes, sir, Southwest 3268.
Whoever that, I think that was Cranky. Okay, we're going to assume that we read that back correctly. Alright, so climb via SID. SID's going to take us up to, I think, 19,000 feet. Stick 3. Oh, man. 19, yep, initial climb up to 19,000 feet, so we'll punch that in. Too far. 19,000, good there, good there. We're going to assume one left is the departure. 6627 on the squawk, that goes here. 27, good there, good there. And we'll squawk altitude momentarily. Coming on down here. Let's go ahead and start loading the passengers up while we set this. So I've already set the fuel and I've already set the cargo. I've already set the passenger count, so we're good there. We'll hit fuel truck gate config and load. No, door. Oh, yeah, we'd open the doors, right. They're going to open the doors. All right, that's loading up. All right, so while that's happening, the route's going to take us today from KS... Oh, God, it's already there. Convenience, man, convenience. Can you believe it? KSFO to KABQ. Activate that sucker. Departing from KSFO on the stick 3 departure. Oh, we have to grab the runway first. One left. And then the stick 3. And not the young transition, but the Intel transition. Execute that. Go to the legs, or go to the route page. That didn't actually do anything, did it? Let's try that one more time. One left. Stick 3. Somebody asked me a question earlier about the 7.5 versus the 7.6. Ask that when I'm in cruise. We'll come back to that. Departing and arriving, and then we'll fill that in here in just a second. So we'll go to the route page, and after Intel comes Q162, Quebec 162, and we take that to MyCal. And take that direct to Boulder. Boulder VOR. From there, we're going to take J72. Hit U. Take that direct to GUP. 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 And that is going to be the start of the Lobo arrival. Lobo 3 RNAV. Let's make sure of that. Yes, Gallup VOR. Great. Okay, so departing and arriving at Albuquerque. We're going to plan for... Actually, we're not going to plan for a runway just yet. We will pop the Lobo 3 from GUP. Execute that. Come to the legs page here. Looking for discontinuities? No, no, no. Okay, there's one. Dilco. That's almost as good as the moron intersection. And we don't have an arrival. Actually, we'll put an arrival in, won't we? Because it's going to want one. We'll plan for the ILS... We'll plan for the ILS 8, I want to say we thought. Let's see here. Ground, chart, AGC. We'll plan for the ILS runway 8 and then see what they end up actually giving us. No transition. Great there. Legs. And oops. You. Fantastic. Okay. So that's all in. Now we just got to wait for the plane to finish loading here. And then we can continue. Hope you guys are doing well. Drew Jarrett, good to see you. Welcome aboard. Who else we got in here? Exterminator, welcome aboard, buddy. PJ Richwine, I am back on Twitch, man. Good to see you, man. Welcome aboard. I've been busy lately. Where's my wine? Man, unfortunately, I'm dealing with a headache today. I had a migraine pretty much all day, so not a lot of wine drinking in my future, regrettably. Okay, that means that they're all loaded. That means they are all on board. Does that say port? Yeah, that does say port. All right, let's check that actually. Pull the not quite iPad up here. Ground is finished. Gate config, fuel truck can go away. And we'll close that guy right there. Come on back down here. We will set up our init ref and gross weight. Reserves are going to be 10.0. Well, not 1.0, 10.0. SimBrief is telling us. You're not SimBrief. You're not SimBrief. You're not, almost SimBrief, actually. SimBrief is telling me a cost index. By the way, if you guys haven't used SimBrief, it's pretty amazing. 27. And a cruising altitude of 35,000 feet. Takeoff, we're going to take off flaps 5. Put you in right there. Whoops. Ref speed to select. You, and you. Wow, we're going to be taking off pretty fast. Come on back to you, and then we'll go to the ground section, and our center of gravity is going to be 16%. So 16% gets punched in right there. That's going to be a trim of 4.8. Hope you guys are catching all this. Set my trim. I had this problem the other day. I didn't figure out what the issue was. Alright. 4.5, 4.8's right there. Perfect. Almost perfect. Okay, you can stop looking. Great, okay, that's set, that's set. The glare shield is almost set. We'll make you 173. So we'll go VREF plus 20. We're going to start off in thrust mode, which we will not hit that just yet. We're going to be in LNAV. Don't have to worry about heading. We're going to go vertical speed. Well, we'll do that in the air, I guess. Alright, so let's go ahead and get ourselves ready to skedaddle. Hydraulic systems, get it popped up. Put you in auto, auto. Generators will come back to. That needs to go on. That needs to go on. Okay, you're good, you're good. Overhead panel looks fantastic. Yes, 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 yes. I'm pointing at it like you can see what I'm pointing at, but don't worry about that. Landing altitude's like 4,500 feet, I want to say. I think it's up there. Ground. 5,300. 5,300. Alright, 5299 is close enough. Okay, overhead panel looks fantastic. Glare shield looks fantastic. Auto, auto. Center console looks fantastic. Pick on our beacon. Call our pushback truck. I think we're ready to go. Alright. Hey, Stealth. I don't appreciate that. Gyrohead, Dazing, good to see you guys. Welcome aboard. Madger76, good to see you as well. Good change when you take off. Command V2 plus 20. Ah, Mr. Bus Driver, that's awesome, man. Thanks for the heads up. Okay, so we are stand 66, 65. We're stand 65. We need to push onto 65. I need to see the inset. We need to push onto alpha. Oh, we're not 65. This is 67. It's labeled as 65 in here, but we need to, we're actually on, according to my chart, we're on 67. I'm just going to say we need to push onto alpha. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to say we're according to the chart, this is Echo 67. We need to go back to alpha. Okay. Next up and last, we need the ATIS. Information Bravo. And the winds are 180 at 11. 2,000 scattered, blah, blah, blah. Altimeter 3007. That's all we care about there. 3007. And click that right there. That sets it to everything. Not on intercept heading. Yeah, okay, we'll deal with that later. Okay, I think we're ready to go. What do you guys say? Great. San Francisco ground. Oh my god, so much pressure. I don't think I can take it. That would be fine. 21.8. Good there. And then we'll get tower queued up and ready to go. 120.5.
Night there, 2486 clearance available. Advisory.
Ready in 2046.
Enter 2486 clearly Albuquerque Airport. No town for departure. Las Vegas transition then as filed. Climb via SID except maintain 5,000. Expect flight level 370. 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency It'll be 124.905, squawk 315.
Yeah, dude, the 777 is way bigger,
The
man.
Northtown 4 Las Vegas transition.
This thing is only just slightly bigger than a 757.
Display flight level 370 on 5 minutes, departure 124.905, you cut out the squawk.
What else have we got here?
Air 2486, squawk 155.
Credit where credit's due. I believe this is one of Cranky's liveries.
Squawk
Thank you, Mr. Cranky.
3155, 2046.
Ross Joe, welcome aboard.
Los Angeles clearance for delivery, American 304 Heavy, IFR to Albuquerque.
Jammy Sandor, welcome aboard. Good to see you. Hello to you. Get back here in a second.
Or 612 Sierra Romeo, Henderson ground, how copy?
612 Sierra Romeo, ahead.
Wow, man, look at this map. San Francisco ground, United 717s at Stan 67, looking to push onto Alpha.
At 717, San Francisco ground, push on Alpha, approved.
Push onto Alpha approved, United 717.
Los Angeles clearance for delivery, American
Alright,
304
hop into
Heavy,
you.
IFR to Albuquerque.
Punch this. Oh shit, there's the parking brake.
304, Las Vegas clearance. Clearance on
And
request.
we'll start that pushback.
Los Angeles clearance, American 178, IFR to Albuquerque.
We'd start the engines right now, but we can't. One thing about this pushback truck is it is controlled by your throttle.
You're number 2 now.
So, but because of that, you simply can't push. You simply cannot use it to push back. We'll do this though. Turn you off.
Cardinal 13 Hotel Kilo, how do you hear? We have a
You
request.
don't turn your mixture off in some of these jets, and you happen to bump it. Bad things will happen.
And remember 13 Kilo, I got you much better now. And
Retard.
Hey, what do we got here? Gyrohead, thank you very much for the beer. I haven't heard that in a while. Did it work? Oh, it didn't show the beer logo, though. Thank you for the beer, though. Appreciate it. Don't know what happened to the logo. In fact, it seems like that whole thing is broken.
We're 612 Sierra Romeo, available, advice ready to copy.
Ready to copy, 2 Sierra Romeo.
All right. Hop back to you.
Alright, remember
Pull that
612
parking
Sierra
brake
Romeo
right
to the
there.
Albuquerque Airport
Bring you up.
via fly heading 1.
Tell you get out of here. All right, so we're ready to start some engines, which means we got to turn packs off. 1, 2.
As filed, maintain
We'll see the PSI come up, which it is. APU bleeds good, good there. Fuel pumps are on, and we're going to start with engine number 2.
5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 118.4, squawk 2441.
Into rotation. We'll get into up to about 17 or 18%, and then we'll add some gas to it.
612 Sierra Romeo, cleared to Albuquerque, heading 180, then radar vectors, Boulder City, then as filed.
Right there.
7,000, expect a 17,000.
Sure we don't over temp, which we haven't.
Frequency 118.4, squawk was 2441.
Or 612 Sierra Romeo, your read is correct, and verify heading 180 will allow compliance with terrain and obstruction clearance.
Affirmative, heading 180, fine for 2 Sierra Romeo.
Number 612 Sierra Romeo, thank you.
Cat, I need to get the dude, the E175 is on my list. Now that we're kind of back in business. We were supposed to be back in business last week, and then I got sick. I had a wicked cold. I just was not feeling well at all last week. So that's why I didn't get a chance to come back to us, or come back to you.
178 clear to the Albuquerque International Airport, holds 9 departure, thermal
all right, that's one good engine.
Climb via SID, except maintain 5,000. Departure
Starters off on that. Start engine number 2, or 1. Starting engine number 1, I should say. In 2 rotations, good.
Alright, clear to Albuquerque, holds 9 departure, thermal transition, then as filed, climb via SID, except maintain 5,000. Departure on 125.2, squawk 4233.
Foxtrot Oscar, the Challenger is definitely on my list, man. That's very high on the list too, because I haven't flown that. I actually haven't flown it since the last time I streamed it, to be honest.
Ready to copy, American 304 Heavy.
Please don't go. Please don't go. We were a little late hitting the fuel on that, but I think we're okay. Draco, good to see you, man. DB Vetter, good to see you. Welcome aboard, guys. Cody, welcome aboard. United Fan 737, welcome aboard. Nah, dude, I don't have a. We're flying San Francisco down to Albuquerque. And one of these days I'll get the thing up top working
Clear
again.
the Albuquerque International Airport, holds 9, departure, thermal transition as filed. Climb via SID, accept maintain 5,000.
My
Departure
goal is to
frequency
cover
125.2,
any and all
and keep
jets
feedback
that are
to Squawk
worthwhile
American
in
30
X-Plane here.
American 3
Alright, so now we have 2 good engines.
5111,
Hop back over here. We will turn on both the gens.
5111, 5111.
That's the kind of flash that we want to see. Packs can come back on. AP bleed comes off, and we still have air. That's a good sign. Good there, good there, good there. Overhead panel looks swimming.
Go ahead.
Delta 20, direction Delta 206, clear to the Albuquerque International Airport, holds 9 departure, thermal transition, then has filed. Climb via SID, accept, maintain 5,000, departure
Quick flight control check.
125.2, squawk.
Full left, checks. Full right, checks.
2531, 25.
Back, checks. Forward, checks.
9 thermal transition, then
Right, or left.
5,000 departures.
That's left. Checks.
Retard.
Right,
Retard.
checks.
Retard.
What do we got now? Mr. Stealth Bob!
2067, recorrect, thank you.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. I don't know why I have no idea.
Ready to taxi with uniform.
The thing is supposed to... Oh man, this thing's killing me too. Let's do this. Let's just kill the whole thing there.
Henderson, runway 35, left taxi
If anybody happens to give me another beer, that came from Stealth Bob. Thank you very much, Mr. Stealth Bob.
Verify you have the weapon.
And it should have said your name, but it didn't.
35 left.
Alright, so we got that.
Yeah,
That's good. We're going to go flaps to 5. 1, 2. Arm the speed brake. Arm the auto brake. Fantastic, fantastic. Okay, we're ready to get out of here.
I'm on ground, .com 637, ready to taxi IFR with the weather.
.com 637, Palomar ground, runway 24,
All right.
taxi by Al.
UFMC should work in the Challenger. I see no reason why it wouldn't.
Southwest 2390.
But I would check the forums on that.
Clearance.
I use XFMC personally for it, and it's no issues. San Francisco ground, United 717 Heavy is with Bravo and ready for taxi.
United 717 Heavy, runway 1 left, taxi via Alpha.
1 left, Alpha, United 717 Heavy. Disengage the parking brake.
Like clearance Southwest 2390,
Here we go.
request IFR to Albuquerque, please.
Turn that sound up just a little bit.
Southwest 2390, clear to the Albuquerque International Airport, LAX 7 departure.
Oh man, we are heavy.
Climb via SID, accept, maintain 5,000. Departure frequency 125.2, squawk 1460, 1460.
Look, there's somebody going.
Okay, Southwest
there he goes.
2390, clear to Albuquerque via LAX 7
Bye-bye.
departure, thermal transition.
Oh, that was so cool.
Climb via SID, accept, and maintain 5,000.
I totally did not expect to see that.
And squawk 1460, Southwest 2390.
Southwest 2390, read back.
Absolutely didn't expect to see that. Who else? Is anybody else over there?
Henderson,
no, that was
ground. This is Legacy 356 Tango Bravo. How do you read?
5x5.
Oh man, so good, so good.
Henderson ground, 356.
I love it when there's traffic on the network.
IFR clearance into Albuquerque.
Number 356 Tango Bravo, Henderson ground, clear to the Albuquerque International Airport via flighting 180, radar vectors, Boulder City.
Expected arrival runway is going to be either runway 8 or I think runway 3 are the two.
Actually, maintain.
I'd have to go check the ATIS. We'll check that. We'll check all that once we're up in the air, and I'll be checking and seeing what people are taking approach on as we get closer. We're going to be at the tail end of an enormous pack of planes that are heading over there. If you guys are on, if you guys have PilotEdge accounts and you're not flying tonight, you should be. You should be going to Albuquerque because it's going to be an incredible evening.
Expect 11,000, 5 minutes of a departure. Departure frequency 118.4, squawk 4739er.
I am using a Cytec X55, yes.
4735.
I know that Coronado is planning on releasing most of their, like they're trying to release as many of their FSX products on X-Plane as they can. And I think the writing between the lines indicates that that would also include their business jets.
6 Tango Bravo, we confirm 180 on the heading after departure for obstruction.
PC builds to support X-Plane. You want something with a lot of video RAM and a lot of CPU. I run a 4790K at 4.8 gigahertz with a GTX 770 4GB, and I have no issues. But I would say anything under a GTX 970, any of the 6 series cards definitely you don't want, but I'd say a GTX 970 is probably your best bang for the buck at the moment for X-Plane. and get the fastest CPU you can put into a machine.
Powell Springs delivered, challenge number 177 Kilo Mike, IFR Albuquerque.
Nice, Draco. Good to hear, man. Yeah, I'm not sure. They might be doing simultaneous ops on that. There's nobody yet coming into Albuquerque. Center. There's a whole slew of planes en route,
Springs.
but nobody's actually out there yet.
Ground is clear to the Albuquerque International Airport. Cathedral 1 departure. Palm Springs transition, then as helm.
I was thinking about somebody's doing
5,000,
Palm Springs there. I was actually thinking about doing Palm Springs for my flight.
350, 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency will be 16.7, squawk 2154.
Taking it nice and easy here because we are a big heavy plane.
Palm Springs transition, maintain 7,000, expect flight level 350. 5 minutes after departure, squawk 2154. I did not read the departure frequency.
I'm gonna assume he meant for me to go to Mike 1, because it'd be kind of silly to just say go Alpha to 1 left.
126.7, challenge 7 Kilo Mike.
We're 177 Kilo Mike,
left turn
and
here.
Anderson grounded at correction Legacy 356 Tango Bravo with the Aegis ready to taxi.
We're 356
All right, towers 120.5. Stick 1's gonna have us heading 014. San Francisco Tower, United 717 Heavy, short 1 left. Please tell me I got...
717 Heavy, San Francisco Tower, 18011, runway 1 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 1 left, United 717 Heavy. Alright, coming on board here, you. Say again?
Could enjoy that tailwind.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, the tailwind's a little, a little unnerving. All right, and we'll remember to set the clock here. I think. All right. Set ourselves up. All right, lights, camera, and action. Let's boogie. Do a standing start. Push the throttle forward. Engine spool. Engines look good. Toga thrust. Takeoff power. Set. Airspeed's alive. That's 80. I'm going to use a lot of this runway. V1, rotate. Positive rate. Gear. Alright. LNAV, VNAV. And we'll bring the autopilot online.
Sirius 20 Romeo, contact Las Vegas departure. United 717 Heavy, contact NorCal departure.
NorCal departure, United 717 Heavy.
Pilots
I forgot to actually grab this.
Canyon Tower, when calm,
135.1. We forgot to punch that in, but that's alright. 5. Alright, here's stick. Make the turn. Climbing good. Flaps go in. Taxi lights can come off. You can come off. Turn that off. NorCal departure, United 717 Heavies, 2,100, stick 3.
United 717 Heavy, NorCal departure, radar contact, climate control level 190.
Flight level 190, United 717 Heavy. Alright, 19,000 feet. I don't think there's any altitude restrictions that are going to keep us... Oh yeah, there's an altitude restriction at port. So we'll just, we'll make sure the plane blows past that one. No speed restrictions to deal with. 15 degrees above Celsius with the visible moisture, so we're not worried about icing. Today's flight is brought to you by exceptionally shitty weather in SoCal. You have a drought, we got the weather. So we've been cleared to 190, which means that we can disregard the 10,000 foot ceiling at port. So what I will do is put us into flight change. Well, we'll deal with that here in a moment. Climb is expected to be at... right now at 240. I have a feeling that's... Is that going to stay at 240, really? All the way to 774? Interesting. Alright, so we'll put ourselves in a flight change mode. What that's going to do is that's going to ignore the 10,000 foot restriction at port. And we'll just keep climbing at 240 until the autopilot or the FMC tells us to do something different. I'm going to drop volume here just a touch. Alright. Jackson, good to see you. Welcome aboard.
King Air 46 Papa Victor, Los Angeles Center, you still here?
What else we got here?
Air 6 Papa Victor, contact...
the letter H and the number 3.
128.45, 128.45.
We'll go with it.
Alright, 2674, contact Albuquerque Center 134.32.
There's 10,000. We can bring our lights off. Most important job of any simmer. Make sure the lights come off at 10,000 feet.
.com 637, back Los Angeles Center 126, correction 125.65.
Yeah, we got to bring this down just a little more because I'm having problems hearing him. I apologize, but priority number one is ATC, and then we can worry about plane sounds. Oh, 289 is what this thing wants us at. Okay. So we'll go to vertical speed. Nudge that down to 1,000. Bring that up to 289 knots.
How do you read?
As soon as we make the turn at port, actually I probably could have just deleted the speed restriction at port, but...
Climbing to 19, not 15, and to contact center 124.85. That's third call. 124.85, climb maintain flight level 190.
Alright, there we go. Back to the old VNAV. I don't think we've made any crushing mistakes so far yet today.
124.85.
Half-Life 3 confirmed, no kidding.
That's correct. 0612 Sierra Romeo Las Vegas departure. Good evening.
Oh, Mr. SJV, we're not going to we're not going to make any assumptions about the yeah, we're not going to make any assumptions in that regard.
.com 637 Los
I'm all sugar and curves, and that's all that matters.
Southwest 437 Los Angeles Center, climb maintain flight level 350.
So if you guys haven't checked it out, there is a multi-Twitch link that's been popping around somewhere. To the best of my knowledge, we have a couple of guys.
Charlie Mike, Los Angeles Center,
let's see. Let's see who we got streaming tonight.
Oakland Center 133.7.
33.7, United 717 Heavy. 33.7. Oakland Center, United 717, 15,500, flight level 190.
That was 3268, Los Angeles Center, climb maintain flight level 230. Legacy 356, Tango Bravo, Las Vegas.
Thank you, Exterminator.
Climb maintain 1,000.
Yeah, so we got Chevy is flying out of Vegas. Kevin Myers is AB is Albuquerque Tower on the PilotEdge side of things. And John Fly is actually streaming from the airfield, so he's going to be showing all the planes coming in. So do check out the multi-Twitch link.
717, Oakland Center, climbing tank level 350.
Flight level 350, United 717.
Lotus 8, Charlie Mike, you copy ident? Lotus 8, Charlie Mike, you copy ident?
350, there we go. Bang that sucker out.
Lotus 128, Charlie Mike, Los Angeles Center, how do you read?
Check out this line of planes, though.
Not a problem. Ident, please.
We're going to be at the tail end of all this stuff. Unfortunately, if we had gotten out when we were supposed to, this would have been a really cool flight. Oh, it's Cooper that went out in front of us. Okay. If we had gotten out when we were supposed to, this would have been a really cool flight because we'd be right in the thick of things. But with any luck, a lot of these guys are going to make the turn, so we'll probably still see quite a bit of traffic on our way in. We might still see another person or two coming out of Vegas, too. We'll see what happens.
206, heavy SoCal departure. How do you read?
Either way, we get to sit up here. We get to sit up here nice and pretty.
206 heavy. Looks like you're making a turn on your own. I haven't heard you check in there, but you're on the whole time. Just disregard that. Your radar contact. Climb via the 6 at maintain 17,000.
There are tons of free liveries. Yes. X Potato X. Are there any multiplayer services that are free? Yes, there are. There's VATSIM, there's iVal, and there's FS Cloud. Those are the three main multiplayer services. Liveries are mostly free. There's some guys that charge for liveries, but for the most part, they're free. The people that have got to be shitting themselves are not the people at Tower. It's going to be the approach and center controllers in Albuquerque because they have several distinct lines of traffic that are coming in. Yeah, there's an iPad in the cockpit. It's actually how you handle all the configuration stuff for the plane. All right, 212, looking good.
Number 921 Alpha Lima, contact Palm Springs Tower 119.7. Sorry about the delay.
So we're expecting Albuquerque in just over an hour. Oh, just over 2 hours, apparently. We'll see what happens once we get up in the air. With any luck, this number will come down.
356 Bravo. Just confirm you're on heading 180.
Yeah, it is time to haul ass down there. I know. We got a little late start tonight. We're still going to make it for the end of the event, though. Like, even if it takes us 2 hours to get down there, we will just catch the end. And with any luck, there's a whole bunch of traffic that's going to make the turn and more people coming in. And like, I still see quite a lot of planes that are heading out to Albuquerque Center past this initial rush.
Negative 11,000.
All right, so Mr. Bus Driver, you asked earlier, assuming the 767's upgrades are ported to the 757, which one would I prefer flying? I honestly don't think I'd have a preference either way. Neither of those two planes are very different when it comes to which airports they can fly into and out of. If you can fly the 757 into an airport, you can fly the 767 into an airport, because they're essentially the same plane, just one's a little bit bigger. So I honestly don't care. Honestly, I'll probably fly them both once the update happens, assuming that they fix a lot of the bugs and sort of the jankiness, if you will, of the 757. How do I calculate fuel for the airplane? It's the same as the 777. I calculate fuel by using, I use simbrief.com. So I punched all my information into Simbrief. Simbrief gave me a flight plan that I tweaked and edited just a little bit. And then it also gives me a fuel count, a passenger count, and a cost index that I can go ahead and run on the plane. We might actually up our cost index to go a little quicker too, but we'll see how we do once we're in the air. So yeah, to answer. Yeah, planes are coming into Albuquerque. First few. Oh yeah, the first planes have been on approach.
Albuquerque Center 128.45. See it.
So they're landing runway 8. It looks like. Yeah, once we get up to cruise here, once we get up to altitude here, we'll be moving at a pretty good clip. I'm not really too concerned about getting out there. Like I said, I might intervene my speed and get us a little closer to Mach 0.8. That should give us a fair amount over the ground. Although we've already got a 56 knot tailwind, so
actually disregard that. Clear direct Peach Springs.
we will see what happens.
There's 2 Sierra Romeo contact Los Angeles Center 124.
Casaurus, if I didn't say hello, good to see you, Casaurus. Difference between a Learjet and a cactus: a captain keeps the pricks on the outside. Ross, that's pretty good. I will say that's pretty good. Oh man, I wish we could be down there in the chaos, but if you guys want to see the chaos, throw the multi-Twitch stream up. Exterminator had that link for me. If you got that again, can you throw it up there, Exterminator? Definitely go give some props to the other folks that are flying tonight. And you can throw the multi-Twitch up, see the chaos from anybody's perspective, and stay in my chat or stay in all the chats. Or I think you can even combine the chats. Am I ever going to fly a Boeing 787? If anybody comes out with a good Boeing 787, I will fly it. But currently there is not a good Boeing 787 out for any sims.
W101.
Regrettably, I have to pick the planes that I fly based on what good planes have been produced for the sim. So I'm in the 767 right now, not because I love the 767, but because it's probably the best plane within X-Plane at the moment. In fact, I would say it is the best plane in X-Plane right now. That was a hell of a departure coming out of there.
Got 322 contact Albuquerque Center 134.32.
You change the econ speed, change the cost index rather than using speed intervene. Yeah, I would definitely change the cost index. I wouldn't just speed intervene. Thank you, Exterminator. Chevy is flying the 727 from Las Vegas. Obviously, you're watching me. John Fly's got an interesting stream. He's going to be watching Albuquerque from a camera. He's going to be watching Albuquerque Airport from a camera. And Kevin Myers is actually streaming the scope as Albuquerque Tower. Nice, Aviator. Yeah, I'm watching the map up there. I can see they're starting to come in.
23230.
It's crazy the vectoring that's going to have to be done because I'll pull this map over here. You can see that there's actually 5 now streams of traffic that are more or less coming in. And I don't know where he's... Oh, he's... What is he flying? Oh, that's a PC-12 heading down there. That's crazy. So you got all the guys from Vegas. A couple different paths for them. These are the guys from LAX that are coming in. And some of these guys we're probably going to meet up with some of these LAX guys once we get a little closer. Some folks from San Diego. A couple guys down here at Palm Springs. And then like 1 or 2 guys from Canyon that are heading over.
206, Los Angeles Center, Climate 35.
I don't know. There was a guy... I thought there was some people that were going to come in from the east, but it doesn't look like anybody ended up doing that. So yeah, good night on the network. I'm stoked for this.
American 304, Heavy Los Angeles Center,
320, 3,000 away. Speeds are looking good. We'll probably set that CI a little higher here in a moment. Once we're up at cruise. Emilio Tavar, welcome aboard. Ecuador, man. Ecuador might be the most exotic place. Like, we got you from Ecuador, and then we've also got G-Trockle from Brazil. I don't know if those are kind of on par with each other, but welcome aboard, man. It's good to see you. George and Nate, Real Men Fly Turboprop, says Nate. Hey, man, I haven't seen you around for a while. Pratt PT6, welcome aboard. Ridiculous, good to see you, man. Welcome aboard. That map looks like the intro of a World War III movie. Yeah, no kidding. I hadn't thought about it that way. Chevy's on final. I wonder if Chevy's going to make the turn. I'm assuming he is.
I've 2486, Las Vegas. Correction, nose departure, negative radar contact. Check your equipment. Verify your squawk.
Gyrohead lives in the exotic state of Ohio. What part of Ohio, Gyrohead? I was born and raised in Indiana. Grew up around Fort Wayne. Spent more than enough time in Ohio, though. Driving back and forth to Boston, mostly. Oh, Bob, you're not exotic. Canada's hardly exotic.
2486, 3155, ident.
1,000 to go.
I have 2486. Yeah, you don't need ident. I got your radar contact. I'll maintain 1,000.
I wonder if Joe's going to give us a shortcut by chance. I saw sometimes they'll give shortcuts from Intel down to MyCal. And Joe is sometimes a bit generous, but he's also quite busy right now. And they will have some flow control issues to deal with over in Albuquerque. And the guy in front of me did not get a shortcut, so we're probably going to fly the whole route.
JetBlue 101, contact Los Angeles Center 133.55.
Subsonic Flight, good to see you, man. Welcome aboard. Gyro heads from Toledo. Yeah, you're not too far from where I grew up then. I only grew up about an hour and a half away from Toledo. Drew Jarrett, I'm using VNAV. So VNAV, we're cruising at Mach 0.782 currently, which is putting us 508 over the ground.
Blue 101, Los Angeles Center, climbing tank level 280.
Let's see, what is Cooper doing in front of me? Doing 503. Yeah, we'll probably just stay here at 774.
JetBlue 101, yeah, you must
pretty
have
close to barber
disconnected
pulling
again
it as it is.
Reset your flight plan, climbing tank level 270.
Maddox 58, good to see you, man. Peter, welcome aboard. Can't just enjoy the flight as opposed to wheeling and dealing your way across my new facilities. Peter, it's good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well tonight. Hope you guys are having a good event so far on your end. PEPG is the director of operations for PilotEdge. He's the guy who's in charge of all the controllers and making sure the whole thing works. Keith pays the bills. Peter does all the real work. Don't tell Keith I said that though. Awesomeness 6699. Good to see you. Welcome aboard.
Correction, flight level 350.
I don't know who gives samples. Chevy's on the ground. Hey, somebody see if Chevy's going to make the turn.
Thank you. Southwest 3268, contact Albuquerque Center 134.32.
I'm curious if he's going to make the turn and head back. Of course, we won't be able to see him.
Contact Los Angeles Center 124.85.
Ain't shit to look at up here.
Night Air 2460, correction 2486. Night Air 2486, contact Las Vegas approach 125.9.
Not the most boring set of scenery I had to look at. Yesterday I flew, or 2 days ago I should say, I flew up to Albuquerque from Austin, Texas, and let me tell you, man, Western Texas is really, really dull. Keith does do some good workshops. Keith is a pretty amazing individual, honestly. And this network that he's put together is just cool.
Los Angeles Center Canyon altimeter is 30.
Tyler B, thanks, buddy.
At Air 2486, Las Vegas approach, climbing tank level 190.
Oh, I don't have the 5 view. Hang on, we're missing a view here. Supposed to have one that looks kind of like this. Just a touch. There we go. That's supposed to be on 5.
American 178, Los Angeles Center.
Got to center that up a little better, though. Is that good?
American
no, not quite.
Los Angeles Center.
There we go. All right.
American 178, Los Angeles Center. How do you read?
Seems to only be 2 of us doing San Francisco. I think this is the longest possible flight that you can do on the network right now. At least until the event's over. Live in Kansas, talk about dull scenery. Yeah, but dude, there's something... I don't know, there's something that's kind of endearing about seeing all the cornfields everywhere. Maybe that's just me, though. Chevy's going to do one more awesome Huggy. Huggy, see if he's going back to Albuquerque or if he's making his turn and heading out of Albuquerque. You can be my communication liaison for Mr. Chevy Rules.
Southwest 437, unit switch.
Casores. Yeah, you probably will. By the time we get down there, I'll be all nice and frazzled.
Southwest 437, unit switch to frequency. Niner 2046, go ahead.
Maddox. How is the FlightFactor 777? I haven't actually flown it in a long time, and I haven't flown it with the new pumper textures.
No problem. You're gonna be able to,
My
continue the,
understanding,
the route there,
though, is that the pumper textures have actually made a pretty massive improvement to the plane itself. So,
All right,
yeah, I think it's worth using.
Do you need any amendments between Las Vegas, correction, Boulder City, Cowboy, and then from there, or you're going to be able to get to Cowboy and then on route, on course with no problem?
Man, my neck. Whenever I get a migraine, my neck is just like it's just wrecked for the duration of the day or so. So
All right, well,
we're having some issues tonight. Don't worry about me rubbing my neck here. We'll be okay. He's thinking about going to Salt Lake. Oh, okay. Pumper's mod is limited because of what it modifies. Great for a freeware add-on, only so far you can go. Yeah, that totally makes sense. This 777's on my short list of planes that I want to go do some videos for. Just because, honestly, I don't know that I've ever actually flown the 777 on a stream. And I feel like there's not a lot of people that are flying it, and there's a lot of people that are asking about it. So that's one that we're going to have to go fly. Do I always stream when I fly, or do you sometimes... Dude, I fly... I honestly stream only about 5 to 10% of the flights that I do.
Climb maintain flight level 330.
So my I probably fly anywhere between, on average, I'd say between 15 and 30 hours a week, and my goal is to stream at least 2 to 4 hours a week. I haven't been able to because of the holidays, and I was sick last week, and just circumstances. But yeah, I don't stream nearly as much as I fly. I fly all the time. I have to double tap that migraine with an yeah. Well, I took 2 Advil this morning, and that didn't do anything for it. And then I ended up taking 1 Excedrin at around 3 o'clock, and that helped, but it didn't quite kill it. And then I took another Excedrin right around 6 or 7, and that was what finally did it for me. That and I've been just sucking down the water like crazy. Chevy wants to know where I'm going. I'm going to Albuquerque. This is going to be my only flight tonight. I picked the longer flight because, number one, people have asked about longer flights, and number two, it gave us an opportunity to sort of sit up here and chat and just kind of watch the chaos happen. Because I figured there'd be some other people that were streaming as well. Caffeine is hit or miss for me. It just kind of depends on the headache. Like I get migraines probably 3 or 4 times a month at least. So it sucks, but it's just one of those things. Yeah, everybody's kind of got their own remedies. I used to have some prescription stuff that I took, and I decided to stop taking it because it made me loopy as hell and didn't always work. Just landed the 767. How do I change the minimums? You can change the minimums by looking at this panel right here. So this guy right here is the decision height.
Contact Los Angeles Center 133.55.
Starts off at 200 and goes up from there. Crosswind ABQ. Yeah, well, I took off with a 10-knot tailwind at San Francisco, so can't be any worse than that. Let's see what we got weather-wise at ABQ right now. It's here 207, so it's gonna be a mile. Like it's only a 60-degree crosswind. 60-degree crosswind at, oh wait, actually it just updated 360 at 8. So yeah, actually that's a pretty significant crosswind now. Oh man. Interesting to see how we end up meshing into the chaos here. No pressure when you've got like 30 people that are going to stick around and watch the landings. And God only knows how many people in the streams. Whereas Benny asks, is everyone a fan of the 767? They should be. If you have X-Plane and you like airliners and you don't have the 767, you're probably doing something wrong. Assuming that it's not like a monetary reason as to why you don't have the plane. Does the 7478 from Supercritical Simulation have any bugs? Well, I mean, every plane has bugs. Every software product has bugs. There are issues here and there, and I honestly, I have had some problems flying it, but for the most part, I haven't had too many issues with that plane. So if you're having issues, make sure you're on the latest version of it, and probably make sure you read the manual first, and then go post on the forums if you're still having problems. Those guys are pretty receptive. Disgrace already botched his flight. Oh, that's a bummer. Peter, pressure for me. This is the first time I worked the airspace. Oh, yeah. Maddox58 asks what the best airliner for X-Plane is. Right now, it's the 767 by FlightFactor. I will say that without any pause or delay. Thinking we should be getting a handoff here soon. We still got a little ways to go. Oh yeah. As soon as we make the turn and start heading back, we'll get knocked over to Los Angeles Center. Nice and quiet up here in Oakland. Hopefully that's not because the network's having issues. Chevy's doing Denver. Okay, cool. Everything's 767. You control the CD with your iPad. Ross, you can actually do that with most of the FlightFactor products. I think the 777 and the 757 both have that functionality. If the 777 doesn't have it, the 57 definitely does. Have I flown the A330 by JAR design? I most certainly have. I think it's a fantastic airplane. Both the 330 and the 320 by JAR are great little Airbuses. They have their quirks, they have their problems, like every other plane, but they're really quite good. Yeah, Peter, it's going to be a little bit. We're just about to cross into ZLA with this little turn here. The app for the iPad is not payware. So the plane runs a
177 kilo Mike SoCal approach. Switch back to previous
I can
he's got it on one.
show you guys this. Hang on, let me see if I can show you the remote CDU on here.
Runner 21 Alpha Lima SoCal. Runner 21 Alpha Lima, you're squawking VFR. I'm kind of trying to figure out why. You should still be on 2734 until you're told to squawk something else. You're told to resume on navigation and maintain VFR, not squawk VFR.
Oh boy. Mark's got to lay the hammer down. Let's see. We want to go to X-Plane and aircraft and payware and jets. And
177 kilo Mike, I'm sorry I gave you the wrong frequency. Albuquerque Center is 134.32, 3432.
767, yep.
Thanks,
And
sir.
documentation. Remote CDU manual.
W101, contact Albuquerque Center 134.32.
Open that in Firefox. I'm going to show you guys what the remote CDU looks like. I can't bring it up on my iPad, on a tablet.
134.32, 3432.
Can't bring it up on a tablet because obviously I don't have the ability. I just don't have the ability to show you that. Yeah, okay, I got it. I don't need to find my IP.
Delta 8833, contact LA Center 133.55.
18387.
133.5 Center, Delta 8833.
We're gonna be next here. All right, so here's what it looks like. You can pull this up on your tablet. It's just a web page that loads up, and it's the remote CDU. And it actually, so we can do this. We can show you side by side here. So this is just a mirror of what we're looking at here on the primary. So we could say progress, and it would change on the web page in addition to changing over here. We could go back to climb, we could go back to cruise, we can go to descent, we can come and we can actually start modifying the route if we needed to, so I could even put my direct intersection in here. And it's just a mirror, one-to-one mirror of what you're seeing on one versus the other. And this is basically this is touch-friendly, a touch-friendly display for you here.
Delta 8833 Oakland Center. It's 133.55, 3355.
So, and that's actually available completely for free.
133.55, Delta 833.
3355 is going to be next. I know that because that is Cooper in front of us. So it's a pretty cool little feature that I honestly I don't use it because I don't have a tablet in front of me right now. My tablet's actually downstairs somewhere, and it's not a need that I currently have. But it's pretty cool.
Delta 88.
Pablo, like Chuck, good to see you, man. I love you as well. Have I flown the beta for the A320? Yeah, I'm on beta, whatever the latest beta is. I think beta 6 I have. I flew it I flew that just last week, actually. Draco, actually, yeah, Draco. I don't know how they have this thing coded. You know, I'm gonna check. That's a good question.
America 1097 Las Vegas departure, radar contact, altimeter 3014.
All right. 50. Yeah, actually, that is a good point. If you had a way of getting into my network, you would be able to screw with my FMC. Because yeah, that's made to be accessible. So yeah, if you were on my Wi-Fi or if you were sitting in the other room on my wired network, you would be able to screw with my FMC. That's kind of funny. I never actually thought about that. Maybe one of these days we'll open the port up and be like, okay, go to this website and let's have Twitch flies the FMC. But yeah, it's a local IP address, so you can't do anything with that. There's like 15 devices that are sitting here on my local network. Ultimate dick move, I know. So if you guys are just coming in here, thanks for coming in. Thanks for spending your Sunday night with me. And there is a multi-Twitch link that's floating around. If somebody would be so kind as to paste that in, because I don't have it handy. You have Chevy Rule 727, who just landed in Albuquerque and is making the turn up to, I believe, Denver. You have John Fly, who is streaming a view of Albuquerque Airport.
What's your destination?
You then also have Kevin Myers, who is streaming Albuquerque Tower from the scope, so you'll be able to see the traffic as it's being funneled into Albuquerque there. So there's some cool stuff to see out there for sure. And I would definitely check out some of the other Twitch streams that are going on as we sit here and cruise. For those that are curious, we have approximately an hour and 20 minutes until we reach Albuquerque. So we still got some time to spend here. We'll start getting into some of the action here probably in the next half an hour or so once we migrate to LA Center and then later over to Albuquerque Center. Allomarfix? 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 Allomar prescription? I don't know, man. Good to see you, buddy. Welcome aboard. Gyrohead wants to do some war driving on my network. Thanks, Foxtrot Oscar. When you've engaged the LNAV, you change the heading and engage the LNAV again. Won't it pop up the FMC message? I don't know. I'm not going to play with the FMC. I'm not going to do that. I don't know what it would do. I think if I put it in heading mode and I put it back into LNAV, it would be fine as long as I was on an intercept course for whatever the next, the path is the next waypoint. So if I put it in heading mode and I turn the plane to the left, it probably would get very upset with me. But I think since we are already on the path, it would, like, this plane might just turn back and try to go back towards where it's at. Honestly, don't know what it would do in that situation. Real world pilot, use my iPad all the time. Apps make the airplane compatible with X-planes. That's good for practice. Yeah, dude, I know. And the cool thing if you fly on PilotEdge, and this is me throwing on my whatever salesperson for Keith. By the way, I pay the $20 just like everybody else for PilotEdge. If you are on PilotEdge and you are using FlightFactor, it will actually push, the client will actually push traffic out to FlightFactor. So you'll see all the planes on your iPad as if you had ADS-B, which is kind of a cool little feature. Like, that alone would sell me on using FlightFactor.
Number 35 Charlie Bravo, you got Las Vegas departure. What's your position?
I don't really understand when people want these longer flights. Who wants to sit there sim, do nothing for 90 minutes? Aren't there many center handoffs? Yeah, I know, man. Just changing it up tonight. People have asked for it, and I figured we'd do one of the longer flights this evening.
Charlie Bravo. Okay, I got you. You're up there by Grand Canyon Airport. Yeah, you're
It
still
would
with me for now.
probably
I'll
have been a
go
lot more
to,
interesting if I had gotten off when I was supposed to. Or when I wanted to, I should say.
Center. You'll be with Albuquerque here shortly, standby.
But we will get to see some of the chaos here momentarily. Or I should say in 30 minutes or so. My original plan was actually to fly out of
United
Phoenix.
717, contact LA Center 133.55.
133.55, United 717.
American 1097, contact LA Center 133.95. Correction, 133.55, 3355.
Los Angeles Center, United 717, flight level 350.
American 717, LA Center, good evening. American 1079, contact LA Center 133.55.
And there are going to be some more center handoffs, Western U.S., see high up at CLA. Yeah, and honestly, we're probably going to have a
affirmative.
Once the expansion starts to happen, we'll probably have a few more of these longer streams. Simply because, like, I don't know, it's kind of fun to just sit back and chill. Like, I really like the multi-twitch thing that we get to do on this stream, because you can, like, if you get bored of watching me, you can definitely tune into some other people.
Is flight level 8180.
American 1097, LA Center, climb and maintain flight level 310.
Maintain flight level 310, American 1097.
Now we're going to start getting some other voices, though, just where we're coming into LA Center at. Super stoked. Weather change there. We lost some of our tailwind, it appears. Figuring out why the yoke won't work. Oh, that sucks, ship. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm the biggest fan of SciTech gear, if I can be honest. My SciTech throttle here has been doing some very strange stuff lately.
No, sir. 128.
Jake Callum, good to see you, man.
Is Albuquerque Center.
He points out SimBrief, and I would say SimBrief is the best flight planning utility right now. I think for me, it's been better than PFPX or any of those other applications. And I think it's just an incredible site that they provide. If you're on VATSIM, you can even hit the button and you can pre-file VATSIM off that thing. Just gotta punch in your credentials. Jamie Sondor, we are flying to Albuquerque. We are, I don't know, we're about to cross over Vegas. We're like 150 miles out of Vegas. And we are still under an hour now to Albuquerque. Hour and 54 minutes. Oh no, yeah, 54 minutes to Albuquerque. And with any luck, that number will continue dropping because we have a bit of a tailwind here. Kind of on the fence to try and PilotEdge, kind of cheap. Yeah, I mean, Ross. So, at the risk of sounding like a corporate PilotEdge shill, I really love this network. I've been a member of it now for I think 2 years now, and I think that it's money. Like, for me, in my simming experience, I think it's money well spent. I'm really looking forward to this expansion when we can start getting some more different flights that we can do. But if you're on the fence, there is a free trial, and I would suggest giving that a shot. 2-week free trial. You're going to know in 2 weeks if you like the thing or not, and definitely give you a chance to set up your iPad and all that good stuff. If you've used your free trial up and didn't get to do any flying, reach out to PilotEdge. Keith and Pete will take care of you.
LA Center, Roger, maintain flight level 230.
Okay, he's going to Denver then. Cool.
Contact Albuquerque Center 134.32. Good evening. Number 612 CR only on contact Albuquerque Center 128.
Gyrohead says 55 Rhino for the win. I like my Rhino, but it does have some issues here, and like I've been getting like random button presses coming from it, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's a. The button presses. I'm not sure if it's like a driver issue or what's going on there.
2486, go ahead.
There, 2486. So
how can I file a company route in the 767? I don't know because I've never used one.
32, 2486.
Number 356 Tango Bravo LA Center. Number 356 Tango Bravo LA Center.
Ridiculous, yeah. Moving pretty quick, man. Tango Bravo's about to get yelled at.
Los Angeles Center Delta 206 back with you.
Delta 206, contact Albuquerque Center 134.32.
134.32, get it.
November 356, Tango Bravo, LA Center.
(356) Tango Bravo.
Delta 576, contact LA Center 133.55. Number 356 Tango Bravo, LA Center.
Boy, 356 Tango Bravo, man, you you about to have some bad shit happen. Let this be a note. If you're gonna fly on PilotEdge, don't step away from your computer unless they tell you can. Just tell them I need to step away for a moment. I'll be like, okay, that's fine. No big deal. To end up being a underpowered USB port. Oh, interesting.
That was 2390 LA Center, climb and maintain flight level 230.
Well, I do use a USB. I mean, I use a USB, and it's running external power.
576 Los
I'm gonna have to
Angeles
check
Center,
that
climb and
then.
maintain flight level 310.
Because that would certainly make sense. There's a lot of stuff that's running off that little USB port. So thanks for the heads up, man. Maddox asked if I've tried VATSIM. I actually have. I started flying on VATSIM many years ago, and when I started on PilotEdge, I honestly just didn't see much of a reason to go back to VATSIM. At this point, even if I fly outside the PilotEdge network, I typically don't fly. Like I just don't log on to VATSIM very often. But I have flown there. I do go there once in a while. It's not my preferred network personally. At least separate the stick from the throttle. No random button presses. Okay, man, I'll definitely do that because yeah, they're on the same hub. I might have to just get another. I might have to break down and buy another hub soon. Hydrofrac. R. Ward, good to see you. It has been a while, R. Ward, I know. Mike Weeda, welcome aboard. A little rush of people joining us here. Good to see you all tonight. Those that stuck around with the earlier problems, I appreciate you sticking around. Check this out. Twitter, care of Mr. Sam Conboy. What better way to enjoy me? That's a whole lot of Catstrator. Oh, man. Mr. Sam Conboy, if you're here, that's pretty good stuff. Double cat, yeah. Foxtrot Oscar, all right, man. Yeah, though I do appreciate, like I said, I appreciate everybody sticking around from earlier. So if you guys missed earlier and you saw the Twitter spam or just wondering like what the hell was going on, I run my stream.
Tango, welcome on board. Contact
Hey,
Albuquerque
he's back.
Center 128.45.
Let's do a little. We can do a little. See if we can do a little tour here. All right. How far can I pull this thing? Okay, so that's me.
Well, I gave the frequency on those calls. If you got that, you
That's
probably should have
Beard.
tried contacting Albuquerque Center. He's waiting for you. He's been waiting for about a good 5-10 minutes. 128.45.
Track IR,
48.45.
the old microphone, the main display. It's a 32-inch TV. Got a keyboard. We got a little pad of paper here. My scribbly ass writing.
Got it. Perfect. Thank you.
55 stick.
So
And over here to the left, we got the throttle.
On
over here we have another keyboard, another computer. You can't really see this, but yeah, you can't really see it. But there's you guys. There's the donation stuff. Up there is the stream preview, and that's where I'd also have my charts. Over here is where my Xbox would be if my Xbox were present. And there's some prescription drugs that I probably should not show too closely. And then down here, let's see if we can we get... Hang on, I know how to make this happen. People always love seeing the setups. There's you guys again. Hello, you guys. We grab this, hit that. Alright. So down here, there's my gaming rig. A whole mess of cables and whatnot. Pedals. You know, power cables, and all that good stuff. And then over here, right here, this is the box that's running all my transcoding stuff. And on top of that's actually my my audio interface, the AudioVox 22 VSL that I use for my audio setup here.
400.
But that little box.
Flight level 230.
That was 2390 LA Center. Good evening.
So that little box right there, what that does is it's taking a video signal from my main PC, and it's downsample, or it's re-encoding it for Twitch, but then also sending the main one off to YouTube. What else we got in the room? There's a futon. I don't know. My hallway. There's my selfie view. Bunch of shit on the futon. We'll have to take care of that. A little tour though. So that box down there, that second box that I showed you, that thing's running a transcoder on it, and what it's doing is it's taking a signal from my main PC, which is also running the flight sim, and the flight sim, the broadcast PC is doing 8 megabits 1080p, and the transcoding machine takes that signal, pushes that off to YouTube, and then it takes the it then also takes a copy of that signal, sends it back to itself, and it does a transcode operation where it downgrades it to 720 and then 2.2 megabits, and it sends that signal off to Twitch, and then that's how we end up doing the multi-broadcast here, where one signal goes to Twitch and one signal goes to YouTube, and that's also a much better quality signal that ends up going to YouTube in the end as well. But yeah, that's the little setup on the desk. It's good stuff. Hi, Mom. Yeah, no kidding. Draco, I really liked the snowball. I used it for a number of years actually. And I have it on a little arm here, and it used to, like, the problem I had is that it was all up in my grill. So like whenever I had to broadcast, like I had to be like this. And the problem, if you just notice, is that I have to look over here to see the chat. And this gets very inconvenient when it's all up in your grill.
Greg 1097.
I could have moved it on this side. Like, I could have put it on this side and talked into it from there, but then every time I turn to look at chat, what ends up happening is that I turn away from the microphone, so it gets quiet, and then it gets loud, and it gets quiet, and it gets loud. And what I found is I just didn't have the flexibility to broadcast when I was using a mic on a stand. So that's why I decided to go with this little dynamic headset microphone by Shure, and then I added a big fluffy windscreen on top of this thing, which is I think it's called a cat fur windscreen or something. And then down there I have the AudioVox 22 VSL where I do all of my where I do my noise gate, compression, and equalizing. Smoke in the Cockpit Season 2. Peter, that would have been a dick move, man. I want to make it to Albuquerque. I've spent so much time getting this goddamn flight set up. If I don't make it to Albuquerque, I'm going to be a little upset. Coming up on Las Vegas here. None of the airports have loaded in. That's supposed to be KLOS, and the sim seems to think that it's not important to load KLOS in, so we're just gonna let that one go. Fail my APU, yeah. Nah, dude, because if you break anything on this plane, at this point, I'm just gonna turn the failures back off, and we're just gonna keep on going. I definitely don't have the patience for failures tonight. JAS 84. We're flying the 767 by FlightFactor, 767-300ER. I am definitely an X-plane addict. We'll go with that, yeah. I'm well equipped, if only you knew. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I've added a lot of equipment over the last couple of years, and it's been fun to build everything out, and sort of, not only do I have the little flight simming hobby, but then I also have the broadcast hobby. Because what I also didn't show you down there is my Elgato HD60, which is what I use when I record for YouTube, and that allows me to do 1080p 60 content, or as close to 60 as we're going to get with our sim setup.
Los Angeles Center, Delta 8833, can I have 2 minutes with the mic?
Delta 8833 is no problem when you're back.
Yeah,
Roger,
thanks, Peter.
Delta 833.
Crosswind is real at runway 8. Awesome, man. Maybe we'll get a nice crosswind. Maybe we'll get a go around or something. Don't have to do it now. Can you give me a model number for the Shure mic at some point? Yeah. So Ridiculous, do me a favor. Send me a message on Twitch, and I'll push that over to you. It's like a WH20 XLR or something like that. But I can definitely send that model number over to you. People are going to Denver after ABQ. Cool. Maybe we'll get to see some folks as we're coming in. How can I adjust the model matching for VATSIM X-Plane? Honestly, I have no idea. There's a model matching library that comes with the iVal. Like, you might be, like, you can kind of repurpose the MTL, but the problem is that when VATSIM repurposes the MTL, or when X-Squawkbox, I should say, uses any of the model matching stuff, it, like, loads everything into memory. And that can cause some problems. Oh, there Vegas loaded in. Las Vegas. North Las Vegas. I think it's Nellis. Is it Nellis? We'll go with Nellis. Lake Mead out there. We'll see the Hoover Dam as we cross. Vegas Strip. If this were nighttime, we'd see it all lit up. Anybody down there? Nah, nobody taking off. We got some traffic that we'll be meeting up with. We're definitely coming at the tail end of the event here. There's a few guys, a few stragglers left that are heading out there. That's cool, though. Maybe we'll get to see some of these departures as we're coming in. And there's a ton of planes at Albuquerque.
American 1097, contact Albuquerque Center 134.32.
Hello, Las Vegas.
134.32, American 1097 Heavy. Good night.
3432 will be next.
Los Angeles Center, Delta 833, with you.
Delta 8833, LA Center, Roger.
Previous arrival had quite a fun arrival. Nice, man. Awesome, ridiculous. Glad I could help. Now I will tell you that the microphone does take some extra equipment. If you're not, it's not for the faint of heart. This thing without the extra equipment does not sound very good. Cool gyro head. People says P3D is better than X-Plane. Whatever. People gonna say one thing's better than the other thing. That's just how people are. NYY Dave, tonight we are United 717, UAL 717. And we just crossed over Las Vegas, if you're looking on the map for us. We'll bring this sucker over here. So this is us, and this is all the shitheads that are going to Albuquerque. Did he get a hold, or did he get a left 360? Ooh! Somebody got the mist. Or somebody got re-vectored, it looks like. Looks like he was setting up for the wrong runway there. Yeah, so good amount of traffic heading out there. Even still. Man, if I hadn't had those problems initially with the stream, we would have been like right here in the soup. That would have been awesome. But there's plenty of guys that are definitely plenty of guys that are in the soup. And that are showing the soup happen. What we got going on here? Okay, I'll pull this one up as well. Now we got 4 streams going. If you guys haven't checked out the multi-Twitch link, this is what you're missing. This is my sexy face over here, because, you know, why the hell not? And then you've got the multi-Twitch link here, where you've got, I'm guessing that's Chevy, and that's me. That's Mr. John Fly watching the field as people are coming in. And then this is going to be Kevin Meyer's stream. also watching the field as people are coming in. That's pretty cool. So yeah, if you guys haven't checked out the multi-Twitch, I highly, highly recommend it. Some pretty cool stuff happening. Graybeard, good to see you, man. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well. It is good to be streaming tonight. Yeah, having a blast here. I'm actually kind of enjoying this longer flight. It's a lot less stressful. You know, flight of 3 over Phoenix. Nice, dude. Yeah, you're going to be out there ahead of us for sure. Someone missed the descent and went no-door for 10 minutes. Ah. Fantastic. Runway 3 or runway 8 is in use. Great. The new job's going really well. I've only been there for 2 weeks, but I think I'm super jazzed about the company and super jazzed about the role and the different things that I'll be doing. Coming from a purely technical background, moving into a account management role is going to be a big change for me. So I'm really excited about the new job. And the best part about the new job so far is that I have tomorrow off. I don't have to go to work tomorrow. That's pretty exciting. That's the only reason why I'm able to do this stream until 11 o'clock tonight. That and I'm so jacked up on caffeine from all the headache medication I've taken today. How much did it cost my PC? So I built this thing back in August, and everything except for the video card and 2 hard drives, that cost me $1,200. I had 2 hard drives that I hijacked from my previous computer, and then I had the video card, which I bought last year and just decided not to replace it yet. The video card cost me about $330 last year, or I guess in 2014, and that's a GTX 770. So yeah, looking at about I'd say all said and done, my PC minus all the streaming gear and all the broadcasting gear and that kind of stuff, my PC probably ran about $1,500 to $1,600. I don't work for HP. No, I work for a company called TraceLink. It's a life sciences tracking company in Massachusetts.
Mega 178 LA Center, are you with me?
We're here, Mega 178.
You missed a handoff. Should be with Albuquerque.
Red
Center,
hot molten cheese.
134.32.
First Twitch.
Over to
Very fascinating.
Sorry,
Dude.
I'm having
It's
trouble
fun
tonight.
stuff. 34 is one. Welcome aboard. This is better than pleasuring myself. Well, I guess.
Ready 304 LA Center, are you with me?
Hopefully the implication there is that I'm not pleasuring anybody else, but whatever works.
American 304, you also missed the handoff. You should be with Albuquerque Center 134.32.
Sever that over to Albuquerque Center 134.2, American 304 Heavy.
That's 134.32, 3432.
134.32, American 304 Heavy.
Joe asks if I'm going to... Oh, no. Yeah, Joe asks if I'm going to Sun and Fun or Flight SimCon. I think we're going to skip Sun and Fun this year. We have some other trips planned, and a trip to Florida is not going to be in the budget for April, but I will be at Flight SimCon. I've already bought my ticket for Flight SimCon. I'll book the hotel room here pretty soon, and with any luck, I'm going to be broadcasting from Flight SimCon. At least one, probably most likely 2 of the nights. Just have to figure out the logistics of that with some people. P3 prepared, Flight Sim Lockheed Martin. Yep. Thanks, Ross. Can I speak Spanish? Nah, man, I can't speak Spanish. I can say si, I can say uno, I can say dos. And that's about it. Buenos. My wife is full-blooded Portuguese. I can't even speak Portuguese.
Departure radar contact.
I know, Don. I totally wish we could go down there. I think we're going to skip this year, but I'm most likely going to go again next year. Because I've had a good time there the last few years. And I really want to take my wife to the air show one of these days. I think she'd have a good time. How long have I been doing this, and am I trained? Well, I've been doing this tonight for a couple of hours. I've been flight simming now for, I think, about 4 years. And I've been broadcasting, I would say seriously, broadcasting on Twitch for about a little over 2 years, or right around 2 years. So flying for 3 to 4 years, broadcasting on Twitch for 2 years, and really taking my simming seriously for the last 2 years or so. I am not professionally trained. I am not a pilot. I have 0.9 hours in an airplane, which I was very proud that I got to land the plane myself. I've done an immense amount of research around aviation and procedures and things like that. I pride myself actually on the fact that I have been able to pick up what I've picked up. But I'm not professionally trained, and honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. We hop in here, we push a lot of buttons, the plane goes, and with any luck, the plane will land, the plane will stop, and we won't actually, be in a ball of flames. And if that's all that we achieve in a day of simming, then that's a good day of simming for me. Stealth, waiting on the ground for my epic grease job. Oh god, no pressure. Cranky says he's in negotiations with the wife to go to Flight SimCon. Yeah, man, I think Flight SimCon is going to be a hell of a good time this year. There's going to be... I know a few folks that are going. I know some folks that are thinking about going, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun up there. And I'm kind of excited to go, go up there and sort of meet a whole bunch of people. So, expect the Visual 08, awesome. Thanks, Foxtrot. There's a multi-Twitch going right now. You've got Chevy Rules, you've got myself, you've got Mr. John Fly, who's got a nice view of the airfield coming in. I think he's watching the arrivals as they're coming in.
56 Pop Alpha, you should
and
still be
then
on
Kevin
hand
Myers is
275.
actually a
Confirm that.
PilotEdge controller who is controlling Albuquerque Tower tonight. So do go check that link out. For
56
those that
Pop
haven't
Alpha, perfect.
already.
Turn left now, heading 230. Intercept the Ventura 282 radial to Quang. Resume navigation.
I think they're all having a good time down there. Looking at the Twitch previews, it looks like Chevy's still at the gate.
Delta 8833, contact Albuquerque Center 134.32.
Brad, the pilot guy, good to see you, man. Just landed at Albuquerque, looking good. Awesome, dude.
4.32, Delta 8833. Thank you. Good night.
Number 6 Pop Alpha, fighting 230, intercept the Ventura 282 radio.
All right, there's Peach Springs. So sit rep. We'll bring the sky vectors over here. World VFR. We just crossed the Peach Springs waypoint. That's that guy right there. We're going to continue on this airway until we get to, I think Gup is actually next. Is that Gup? The Gallup VOR is coming up next. That's the next major waypoint, I should say. And then that'll get us on the approach here, or on the arrival, I should say, coming into Albuquerque. So we are at the home stretch, I would say. What does LFMC have to say? 1858 Zulu. The time currently in the sim is 1804 Zulu. Really? Somehow we still have 54 minutes to go to Albuquerque. Interesting. I don't think that's quite correct. Unless this hasn't updated. 1858, 1804 for that sim time. Interesting. I don't know why those are calculated the way they are, but half an hour till we get to top of descent. That's the important number. And even that seems like it's wrong. This top of descent is 218. Oh, I guess it could be about right. Yeah. Half an hour to top of descent. That's the important number. Our speed has slowed up a little bit as we've turned here, so we're only doing 477 over the ground. We're definitely bringing up the rear of this caravan.
Number 56 Pop Alpha, contact Santa Barbara approach 120.55.
I have to go to Flight SimCon as well. Family south of Hartford. Nice, Joe. I hope you can go. Be awesome to see you up there. Drew Steele 240, welcome aboard. Hello to you as well. Flight SimCon not so far from Montreal. I know, man. It's close. It's about a 2-hour drive for me, so it'd be stupid not to go. Yeah, Peter, that's right, man. It doesn't
56 Pop Alpha SoCal
doesn't
approach,
make sense to me, but
we're below minimums
whatever works.
on the VOR approach. Expect the ILS runway 8.
We'll never do a long flight like this again. I know, man. Nah, that's cool.
Approach vector spot. Number 6 Pop Alpha crash of the ILS runway 7 vector spot.
Yeah, the long flight. There's nothing wrong with it. Like, if I didn't have the Twitch, like if I didn't have you guys here on Twitch, I'd be doing about 20 other things right now, including talking to all these chumps on TeamSpeak.
Contact Albuquerque Center 134.32.
134.32.
I feel like we should check in real quick.
Sound resumed.
Say hello, everybody.
Sup?
Hi, What's up?
What's up?
I figured I'd give you your 5 minutes of fame.
Oh, it's my dream come true. Cat's stream.
Oh my God, I'm famous. How was Albuquerque?
So a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I'm pushing back right now for Denver.
Yeah, they told me that you were heading up to Denver. Is anybody else still flying?
Most of us are in. A couple of us are doing a turn. I'm going to Vegas. I think Max might be going to Vegas.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna get there just about the time you guys are heading out, I think, because we're showing about 40 or so minutes out.
Yeah, we're all landing and departing runway 8, so we'll all be together.
Nice. All right. Well, I'm gonna meet y'all. Well, go ahead.
See ya.
Okay. I thought you were gonna say something insightful for us.
Well, we're about to be departing about next 10 or 15, so we're probably gonna miss you.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll see what happens. You got a lot of traffic coming in, so they're gonna be slotting them around.
Yep, that's why we're gonna try to get out of here. We got 5 minutes of an open window before a crap show.
All right. Good luck, guys. We'll see you.
See you.
Sound muted.
Figured I'd check in with those guys. So that's a whole bunch of other. There's a couple guys that are doing the Twitch stuff.
17, contact Albuquerque Center 134.32.
134.32, United 717. Take care. 4.32. Get ready for the chaos. As nobody is talking. Hey, it's Keith!
Increase speed 10 knots.
Increase speed 10 knots, American 178.
What happened to my stream?
Twin Cessna 5 Charlie Bravo, contact Albuquerque Center 124.32.
Albuquerque Center, United 717, follow 350.
United 717, Albuquerque Center, Roger.
Roger. Well, something happened to my preview of the stream here. But I'm not seeing any ripperinos or anything like that, so I assume that we're still cool. Alright, you guys are doing good. Great. Pilot Nilsson, good to see you, man. Welcome aboard. Captain DePaulo AAL3137, welcome aboard. Good to see you. Red Hot Molten Cheese. It's cool, man. We can all be friends. It's like a go-around just happened. Awesome, man. I kind of want to see the go-around.
American 304, descend and maintain.
Tavares 87, welcome aboard. Can I do a flight to St. Martin? Probably not. We'll see what happens.
American 178, descend and maintain, flight level 240.
Maybe one of these days.
240, American 178.
Mr. Zyson, welcome aboard. It's going well, man. It's going well. We had some little missteps there at the beginning. My goal was to be live at 8 o'clock and airborne by 8:30, and we missed that by like over an hour, nearly an hour and a half. But we did it. We're here. We're flying, almost bringing up the caboose, and overall doing pretty well.
Maintain flight level 250.
Maintain flight level 250, American 10979.
American 178, contact Albuquerque Center 124.32.
2432, American 178.
Oh, that Q400, that got revectored also had to go around. Interesting. And now they've got some GA traffic that are taking a second runway. That's kind of cool. We can all be friends, man. Country from Miami. Caracas, Venezuela. That's way down there.
Legacy 16, Bravo, nice to see you. Contact Albuquerque Center 124.32.
I was close to Caracas. I don't actually know how to say that. Caracas? Caracas, we're going to go with that. I was in Curacao for my honeymoon a year and a half ago. 2 gigs of VRAM help the FPS and X-Plane. It depends on what your current VRAM setting is. 2 gigs of VRAM is still kind of low for X-Plane. You really need to be 3 or 4 gigabytes as we start adding more of these super nice textures.
124, 30.
Iced!
American
Shit!
Heavy.
Welcome aboard, man. Good to see Iced. The end is in sight. RND now shows us Albuquerque.
Delta 576.
160 miles to top of descent. These ETAs seem to be very much wrong.
Delta 576.
American 304, contact Albuquerque Center 124.32.
Albuquerque Center on 124.32, American 304 Heavy.
Albuquerque Center, Delta 576, continue to Curly 2 for you.
Interesting.
Delta 576, 576.
Mossby and Batv appear to be like right on top of one another.
I'll tell you what, verify you are slant Alpha.
And actually they are. Wow, that's kind of crazy.
Delta 576.
Okay, thanks. I'm guessing that would actually be slant whiskey. If you're an RVSM above 290, the slant A is only for, or slant Alpha's for below RVSM.
I was a little confused by the fact that there's two waypoints on top of one another, but looking at the charts, that's actually accurate. Those waypoints are damn near on top of one another.
Roger, and thank you for that information on the whiskey thing.
Pleasure.
All right, we gotta start playing for real here. Let's start thinking about this arrival.
Cirrus 20 Romeo back to Albuquerque Center 124.32.
Coming in on the Lobo 3 arrival. Lobo 3 RNAV arrival. Pop this over here. So Lobo 3 RNAV arrival, we're coming in via GUP. I actually don't remember what the name of that waypoint is. I keep forgetting, but we're coming in via GUP and then Bucky. So we need to worry about Western 260 to 200. Jocklo is going to be 180 to 14,000, 250 knots. 270 knots at Western, 250 knots Jocklo. And we will be landing runway 3 or runway 8, so we'll go down the south leg here. So Musk at 9,000 to 12,000, Donald at 9,000 to 11,000, and
.576 led to the Albuquerque
Cumster
via J6.
Cumster at 9,000 and 210 knots. From there, we will get vector to probably to the visual. Please tell me how to say that waypoint, because 11 o'clock on a Sunday, and my mind is not going good places with that.
Roger, that's Drake. We're coming out of Parker right now. And J96 Drake. Gallop Curly to arrival. And I think got that.
Tokyo, Japan! Holy crap! Candy Kenty, welcome aboard! First time catching me live. That's insane. I think you're going to win the prize for the farthest person away from me tonight.
Current routing to Drake, and then after
Seamaster. Okay, Gyrohead. I like my version better, but we'll go with Seamaster. Or Kimster. Seamster?
Descent paths, discretion, maintain flight level 250.
Flight level 250, my discretion, United 717. Alright, so 250, my discretion. We're actually not even, we're not supposed to, as per what my FMC is telling me, our top of descent's not until we cross, not actually until we get on the arrival here. Let's verify that.
250 at Gallop.
So Western is below 26,000 feet. We are at 35, so we have to go down 9,000 feet to cross Western, which is roughly 50 miles from GUP. And yeah, we'll be able to, that's only going to take us 30 to 40 miles, or 35 to 40 miles to get down. So we're going to start our top ascent here around GUP. Well, we've been cleared to 25,000, so I'm going to punch that into my altitude knob here. But we're still leaving the plane in VNAV mode, so it'll still continue flying 350. I'm going to write that down too. 25,000 my discretion. Craig, says, I'm going to Cumster. Enough said. At least it's not Cumston. That's ISS watches Twitch. Yeah, that's a good point, Peter. I don't think we're going to have any people tuning in from space, but that would be freaking awesome if that actually happened. Oh, God. Oh, Daisy and Draco, I just realized what you guys were saying there. That's awful. That's awful, and I won't stand for it, damn it.
Albuquerque Center, Southwest 2390. Flight level
Little Rock is
330.
K-lit.
Southwest 2390 Albuquerque Center, Roger, good evening.
I like it. This is how you know you're running out of content. Oh my gosh. Hope you guys are doing well tonight. Hope you guys had a good weekend too. I will definitely say that I'm very excited to be on here tonight. Excited to be flying with y'all. Oh, there's Coop. Okay, so oh, there's Assad. Assad's way up there. We're spaced out pretty good here. So yeah, I know I've said this a couple of times, but I'm feeling better now. Like I was sick in a dog last week. Had a real bad cold. Week before that was the first week of the job, and my brain was just jelly. So 2016 streaming and YouTubing starts today. We're gonna be around a lot more often, except not tomorrow night. The concession I had to stream tonight was that I'm gonna spend some time with the wife tomorrow. This plane needs to go through a cleaning after this flight. Yeah, no kidding. Departure line's growing at ABQ. Yeah, it is.
2 minutes or so. I don't anticipate anyone will need anything between now and then, but if you call, that's when you don't get a response. I'll be right back.
J10GB, good to see you, man. Welcome aboard. Hey, ATC is going away for 2 minutes, so I'm gonna go step away for 2 minutes while he goes. I'll be right back. I have to pee. Okay. I don't think we missed anything. I had a feeling Keith had to do the same thing. Call it a hunch. Not that I spend my time thinking about, you know, Keith's bathroom schedule, but awkward. You guys are killing me. You guys just want to see me crash. That's all there is. That's all there is to it. And it's a little disappointing knowing that the people that tune in here only tune in because they want to see catastrophe. Try to not. I don't know what that means, but I'm not going to say it. I learned a long time ago that if somebody says, "Hey, try to say this in my native tongue," like it's probably going to be offensive. So, I'm sorry, Emilio, but no, not tonight. Bob's been trying to get me to speak French for the last few days. That's bad enough. Chevy's out? Awesome. Departures ABQ are stacking up too. Yeah, that's cool, man. That's really cool. Holy shit, there's one. Okay, so there's somebody on the runway. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, did somebody. Oh no, somebody's lined up. Okay. I was like, wait, somebody was landing, and then somebody else was actually on the runway. The Chevy's off, going to Denver. I see 2 guys that are coming in to land. I have a sneaking suspicion there's going to be a go-around in a moment. Let's watch the action unfold here. Yeah, we got plenty of time. So what you have here is a Boeing 732 that's coming in to land as a A320, as Mr. Crazy is going to take off. So Watt is taking off. And he's taking his sweet time getting down the runway. You got Carl Ballman in the 732 who's coming in to land. He's probably going to be okay. And then you got this guy.
Cookie's back.
Missed you.
You too. Delta 8833 contact Albuquerque Center 124.3.
So then you got this guy, Dan Kaufman. Dan Kaufman's going to get a go around. If he hasn't already, there it goes. There he goes.
Delta 8833.
So he got to go around brake right to keep him out of the departures that are going left. Oh yeah. Climb and GTFO.
Southwest 23 descend at pilot's discretion, maintain flight level 240.
I'm surprised that Carl
So
actually
again,
got
is that for
down.
Southwest 2390?
Because he must have cut it pretty close to WADA here.
Discretion, maintain flight level 240.
Down to 240, our discretion, Southwest 2390.
Alright, so you got him. This guy's going to make it no problem. Mike Burns on PC-12. Going to be nice and slow, but he'll make it in there. There's a delay vector from Quessy. Allen in the C Challenger 300 is going to be fine. He's going to get taken up and then probably into the east here. These two guys I bet are close. I bet he comes pretty close to him as well. Mr. Assad. People don't know how to follow each other. Yeah. I kind of wish we were down there, but I bet John Fly is getting some amazing footage of these guys. Dramatech asked if I'm going to stream before Friday. If I do, it's going to be Wednesday night. But I don't think I'm going to stream this week. I think Friday will be the next time I do a stream. Just the way that the cards are going to fall this week. So, if you want to be able to jump on your laptop and watch me, you'll probably be safe not bringing that. But I can't make any promises right now.
Delta 727 Albuquerque Center climb and maintain flight level 340.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, worst case scenario, you can always watch the VOD. I promise you, the next time I do a stream, it's not going to be a 2.5 hour flight like we're doing today. Or a 2 hour flight. We've been airborne for an hour and a half now. Which honestly, like, I know it's not that long, but this
You'll be
feels...
making a right turn at some point, that'll work. Climb and maintain flight level 350.
This feels like an eternity. Alright, Dazing, thanks for joining me, buddy. Have a great night.
Delta 727, just wanted to make sure you're aware that you'll be losing ATC once you leave the Albuquerque ARTCC. Roger.
I don't have all that fancy photo reel that Josh has. This is a lot less impressive for me. Situation around Albuquerque is most definitely snafu. Well, you got to remember too, this is the first time that this is... Not only do we have a whole lot of people that are coming in tonight, but this is also the first time that they've staffed this center. Or staffed this tower, so... I have a feeling things are going to be a little wonky. Or have the potential to be a little wonky. And now that you've actually got a stream of traffic that's coming in, and a stream of traffic that's kind of leave, this is when the true clusterfuck is going to happen. Like, when you can kind of stack them up and bring them in, that's no big deal, but... when you got them going both ways, that's a very different thing. But secretly, I hope to see a few more good go-arounds. There's somebody VFR in a Cessna 340 that I think thinks he's going to get in there. That's cute. Star 22 and a Legacy. What else we got here? We got a 732 behind us. Two 732. Actually, there's a guy doing 732 shared cockpit behind us. And that's going to be it. So we've got two GA pistons, or two GA pistons that are coming in. Situation is going to be fun. Anyway.
Now Slide 404 Albuquerque, Santa Clara, maintain flight level 350.
Got here. Another 40 miles till top of descent. Oh, what do we got? Quarter of a PC of mine, yeah. A bit more than a quarter it's going to take. I've been flying the FlightFactor A350. I haven't flown the FlightFactor A350 in a long time. That, along with the 777s, on my short list of planes I need to get up in. I've been putting so much time between the 767 here and then the MD-80, and even the A320. Like, those have been the 3 planes that have dominated most of my time. But I'd say the last month and a half, it's been the 767. I've easily put 25, 30 hours in this thing. R Ward says I'm going around. I know that. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they do it. Equipment on the runway or something along those lines. Depends on how busy they are once I get down there. Hard to imagine what ATC in Atlanta's like. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely crazy down there, but like most of the arrivals and whatnot kind of bring everybody into one solid path, so you stack them up on your way into the runway, and it's less of a deal. Ross Joe asks if I've had any issues with the MD-80. I have. That plane does have some bugs, does have some problems. I actually have
576. Tell you what, I can get you on a slightly quicker arrival if you like, the Levan 3 from Zuni. If you'd like that, let me know.
Well, lucky him.
Was that for Delta 576?
Delta 576, affirmative.
No, we're okay with what we're doing, if it's okay with you.
Okay, that'll be.
Where the hell is he at?
Appreciate it, though, 576.
Pleasure.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so, we were talking about the MD-80. So yeah, I have the beta version of the MD-8, of the first update for the MD-80. And it does fix a lot of the problems with sort of the route planning and some of the things that you saw with the plane. You can now change the arrival runway, and it works. The VNAV is much, much better. I haven't been able to make a determination as to whether it's like really better or if it's just a little better. But there's definitely some good updates and some good changes that are coming for that plane. And I think it'll be a good update once I get it out the door. There's been a number of people that have been active in reporting bugs and problems with the plane, and those developers are fantastic in their response. And I reached out to them offering to help test if they liked, and I actually had another one of them reach out to me about a week or two ago saying, "Hey, we'd like you to help out with this." So it's been good working with them. So the plane does have some issues right now, the MD-80, and I'm pretty positive that a lot of those problems are going to get wrapped up fixed, I should say, in the next month or two. Like the first update's going to take care of a lot of the doozies, a lot of the really big ones, and then I think subsequent updates to that plane are going to be quite good. So if you don't have the MD-80, maybe wait on it for now, and kind of see how things pan out. But it honestly, even with the problems that it has, I think it's still the most fun plane to fly in X-Plane at the moment. The best airliner is the 7.6 or the 7.3.
717. How long before your top of descent?
United 717's got about 26 more miles.
Okay, thanks.
So, yeah, I mean, I think the MD-80, like, just the way that plane flies is just an absolute, it's fun. Like, it's really, really challenging, and when you get it right that first time, I got a general feeling of elation. But, like, I know how to fly this thing now. Not that I could sit in a real MD-80 and do anything, but I read the manual for this plane, I can fly the model, and that's what I really care about. X-Aviation Saab is awesome. John 3057, welcome aboard. Yeah, the Saab is pretty good. I haven't flown it that much. It doesn't, I don't know. I haven't actually flown it since they made the big performance update to it, so I need to get back into that at some point. We'll get there. Yeah, it is a fairly new plane. Honestly, yeah, at Red Molten, that's a good point. It's a new plane by a brand new developer. Like, it's the first product that they put out together. So, yeah, I expect there to be some rough edges. I think that the version that's coming out is what should have been the release version of that plane. But you know, if you buy a version 1 of a plane,
576 looks like
if you buy a version 1 of any
13
product,
miles south of J96. What are you navigating on right now?
if you buy a version 1 of really any product, you know, expect there to be issues.
576, double checking. 1 second.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and start our descent a little early here. We're coming up on 10 miles top of descent, so we'll click on the descent button, and we'll hit the descend now. And that's going to put us into a slight descent here.
For now, turn left heading.
It'll put us into 1,000 feet per minute descent until we catch up with the VNAV path. It's also going to slow us down in the process too to 250 knots.
Roger, you know what? We accidentally stuck to the 070 radial for J6. Sorry about that. What would you like us to do for 576?
Dot 576, turn left heading 020, join J96.
J10GB.
Roger, joining
Welcome aboard, buddy.
6020.
I'm not sure if I already said hello to you, but hello anyway.
Cookie Center, hello there, climb and maintain flight level 380.
Wind 0109, awesome. A little bit less of a crosswind then. Albuquerque Center, United 717's out of 350.
United 717, American 1431, Albuquerque Center, hello, climb and maintain flight level 380.
The Embraer 110 does need some love, I know. We flew that thing the other night. I forgot how much I adore that plane. Was it last night that yesterday we flew that? I think it was yesterday that we flew that thing, wasn't it? I don't know, my days all blend together at this point. Couldn't have been, I don't know. I have no idea when we flew it, but we flew it at some point. I got a laundry list of planes that I need to fly. We are starting our descent though. That's exciting. Would you help me with a dating tip this Wednesday? I don't know how to tell her that I like her. Well, if you like her, you should tell her that you like her. If you want to ask her out, ask her out.
100, do not exceed 300 knots now.
I'm probably the wrong person to go to for dating advice, though. I met my wife through Match. It worked out pretty well, I think. Here comes that VNAV profile. We'll see that diamond start to catch up to where we're at. And then we'll start to really see the plane nose down.
Delta 727,
engines come back.
valid service area, radar services terminated, frequency change approved. Good night. Awesome, glad you like them. United 717. Contact Albuquerque Center 124.32.
124.32, United 717. 2432. What are we down to? 250? Albuquerque Center, United 717, flight level 320, flight level 250.
United 717, Albuquerque Center, descend via the level 3 arrival, Albuquerque altimeter 302 tree. How you doing, Ty?
Descend via the Lobo 3 arrival, and we got the altimeter. We're doing great, United 717. Alright, so descend via the Lobo 3 arrival. If we look here, that means we can go all the way down to Cumster at 9,200 or 210 knots. So that's what we'll plug into the MCP, or the glare shield. Is it MCP up here or glare shield? I don't know. We'll turn this knob here until the number reads 9,000. That's not over 9,000 or under 9,000. That is exactly 9,000.
5988, 12,600.
There we go.
3.
Compass 5988, Albuquerque Center. Good evening. Do not exceed 280 knots. Climb and maintain flight level 230.
Alright, climb and maintain flight level 230. We will not exceed 280 knots. Compass 5988.
Delta 8833, heavy contact. Approach 127.4. Good day.
1274 or Delta 8833.
Noah Zinnes, welcome aboard. P3D guy trying to get an X-plane, just wondering how frames are with FlightFactor 767. I mean, right now we've got pretty good frames, probably in the 40 to 50 range. I have no issues with frame rate in this plane. It generally runs very, very well.
Twin Cessna 35 Charlie Bravo.
If you are new to X-plane, check out my YouTube channel where I put together a video called Welcome to X-plane. It will help you get set up and running. Basically, you can go from 0 to flying in about 45 minutes.
Twin Cessna 35 Charlie Bravo, just actually handed
Shameless
you off
plug.
approach, so you can make that request with him. Contact approach 127.4, please.
127.4 for approach for 35 Charlie Bravo.
Compass 5988, contact Albuquerque Center 134.6.
Our word, I like that, man. Boeing, man, good to see you, buddy. Welcome aboard. And numbers for reference. I don't know if you're asking about my frame rate for reference. I'm not sure what you're asking for there, Noah. Thank you, Mr. Foxtrot. W Dozal 5. Welcome aboard. My night's going pretty well. We are on descent into Albuquerque. We took off out of San Francisco this evening. I've been talking for a lot longer than I normally talk. Officially live for 2 hours and 15 minutes, although we've tried to go live quite a long time before that. We've been flying now for an hour and 40 minutes. That's the, yeah, so that link, Foxtrot, is the multi-twitch link. Stealth Popper's got the video there. I'm getting the hiccups all of a sudden again. Stealth Popper's got the video there for my my Welcome to X-Plane video. But it's cool though, that multi-twitch link's also good. You get to see the chaos of the traffic happening on Mr. John Fly's stream. Or Kevin Myers running tower up there. And with a headache. Yeah, the headache's pretty much gone at this point, thankfully. Is this kind of a new personal pleasure toy, the shameless plug? Sure. It vibrates, it does things, I don't know. Yeah, we'll go with it. He didn't learn it, but the FMC learned. I don't know what that means, but we're gonna go with it. Ah, you got here through the video. Nice, Noah. Well, welcome to X-Plane. Hope you enjoy your stay. Okay, so we need to cross Western. Where's my chart? We need to cross Western between flight level 260 and flight level 200 and 270 knots. So we are 276 knots. We should see that slow down here once we get closer to Western. And we are going to fly underneath 26,000. I'm sure we're not getting down to 20,000 before we get there. So that's good. After Western, we're looking for 180, 14,000 at Jocklow. You can come in here real quick. I'll turn the camera off. Hang on, guys. She wanted to say goodnight. All right, here comes the slowdown.
Albuquerque City with me?
Miracles of modern pharmaceuticals, no kidding, man. How many over-the-counter drugs does it take to get my headache to go away? Never noticed the iPad in the corner. Yeah. Grab that thing. That's actually the menu for the plane. It's pretty cool. Like they did a really good job with this thing. Giggity, giggity. Yeah. It's interesting as I'm descending here, there's people are leaving the stream. We've had like 70 to 80 people here pretty much all night, and then as we start descending, they're like, nah, fuck it, I don't want to see the guy land. I'm out of here. Yeah, just like Gyrohead there. Have a good night, Gyrohead. Thanks for sticking around.
Center, United 480s through 19.7 for 200 on the Roadrunner 3.
United 480 Albuquerque Center, climb and maintain flight level 230. Contact center 134.6. Good day.
Alright, climb 230 and center on 134.6, United 480.
Oh, he's off to our right here. We might even... Are we gonna... No, we probably can't see him, can we? So whoever that was that just called in is somewhere off our right wing, according to ye ol' map. There's a big train of them. Ben Farney's going to Vegas.
Albuquerque Center, Delta
Max going to
576,
Vegas. Yeah, these guys, there's a big train of guys that are heading out to Las
Delta
Vegas now.
576, Albuquerque Center, good evening.
That's kind of cool. All right. Should get a handoff to approach here soon. We have 2-3 on the altimeter. Coming up on 18,000 feet. Because of the airport elevation, we'll crank all our lights on at 18,000. Pretend that we're using some crazy stop for that. Foxtrot Alpha gonna pull 24 hours awake watching. Nice, man. Dramatek's here for the long haul. Yeah. Some of us have to go to work tomorrow. I know, man. I got the night off. I'm so happy. Yeah, I got started too late for myself, too. I don't know how... I actually don't know how I'm pushing through right now.
Retard.
What do we got? Bruise for foo, says Ross Joe. Thanks, man. Appreciate the beer. And I think this is your first time popping in here, so thanks for coming in tonight. I don't know why the alert thing is not telling us who actually did the donation. So that was Ross Joe 86. Thank you. I'm gonna have to troubleshoot that at a later time as well. All sorts of stuff breaking on my stream. There's supposed to be a little beer mug that appears over there too, and that's not around. Oh well. Thank you, Ross. Only 4:27 a.m. in the UK. Jesus Christ, dude, the sun's gonna come up here soon. Mr. Teku, thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Oh, it does tell us first. Okay, I keep missing it then. Yeah, but it's still supposed to have the beer mug on the left side. Alright, 18,000 feet. Let's get some lights on. Wing light. Illuminate this sucker up. Well, everything but the nose gear light. That mountain's pretty much what we're heading towards. And while we're coming down, because we will get the change here pretty soon.
Zero 0352 Zulu. Line 360 at 9er. Visibility 10.
United
Clear below
717, heavy
1,000.
contact approach 127.4. See you later.
127.4, United 717. Take care, Anthony.
See you later, bud.
27.4. Alright, so tune in there. Let's finish listening to this
Feedback all
ATIS.
runway assignments, and hold short instructions. All VFR departures, contact clearance delivery with your aircraft type, initial heading, and requested cruise altitude. Advise on initial contact you have Romeo.
Romeo.
Albuquerque International Sunport Information Romeo. 0352 Zulu. Line 360 at 9er. Visibility 10. Sky clear below 1,000. Temperature 4. Dew point -7. Altimeter 3023. Visual approach runway 38 in use.
It's actually kind of cold.
Runway 8. Read back all runway.
Stop. Okay. And we are on the Lobo 3.
Tower 120.
Hey, it's Peter! He gets to hear himself for a bit now. Albuquerque approach, United 717 Heavy, 15,400, Lobo 3 with Romeo.
United 717 Heavy, Albuquerque approach, expect to visual approach runway 8.
We will expect that, United 717 Heavy. Alright. At this point, we're monitoring systems. iTune is coming up. iTune is nothing. We're coming up on, let's see here, 250 crossing Joklo. That's good. Below 180, fantastic. But above 14,000, also fantastic. Next is going to be Musk. Musk is going to be 12,000 to 9,000 feet. And 250 knots. We should have the run. We'll probably have the airport here fairly soon. That might be it. Or no. Actually, I have no idea where it's at. This is kind of exciting, flying into a new airport, even though we're not hearing anybody talking right now. All right, 1:29 a.m. in Argentina.
Heavy
Nice.
contact Albuquerque Tower, gonna.
Yeah, it's 11:30 here. It's getting late. But we in it for the long haul. Pablo LeChuck, dude, that name is great. I think I said hello to you earlier, but if I didn't, I'm going to say hello again. Oh, crap. Where is the airport, anyway? Up over here. So the airport's going to be over here somewhere. Oh, there it is. There's the field. John Fly still live, watching him come in. Oh yeah. John Fly's rating all the landings. So we got the multi-twitch link that's been floating around. We got Kevin Myers who's going to have the view from the tower. You've got John Fly who's got the view from the field, who's watching us. Kevin Myers is actually controlling tower. And then Chevy took off a little bit ago, heading up to Denver. That'll be the last time I plug that, because it's going to be focus mode here in a few minutes. So it's going to be runway 8 is what we're expecting. Let us do the ILS, runway 8.
Head 717, heavy contact, Albuquerque approach 126.3.
26.3, United 717 heavy. Alright. 26.3. There's some traffic up there. Albuquerque approach, United 717 heavy, 11,000, and Lobo 3.
Head 717 heavy, Albuquerque approach, Albuquerque airport 11 o'clock, 19 miles of port in sight.
We have the field in sight, United 717 heavy.
Yeah, 717 heavy, cleared visual approach runway 8.
Clear for the visual approach runway 8, United 717 heavy. Alright, so Cumster's coming up here. While that's going in, we're going to go to 111.9er on our ILS, just to give us a backup here. So 111.9er. And a course of 079. Okay. Well. Maybe not. That number won't change. Oh, there it goes. Alright, so 079. Okay. That's going to give us the ILS. And we are going to continue our descent down to, we'll say, 7,000 feet. 7,000 feet right there. Got all that traffic loading in right now. 7,000 feet, we'll go to vertical speed mode. Keep ourselves at 810 and IAS of 210. Great. Down here in at ref, we're going to land flaps 30. That's 141 or 140 knots on the speed. So we're going to go for an approach speed of about 150 or so. We've got traffic at our 12 o'clock here. And we're doing good. To heading mode. We have an alt disagree. We'll fix that in a moment. Let's bring the speed back to 180 now. With that, we can go flaps to 5. And click that button here to resolve the altitude disagree. I'm going to go ahead and take over now. And we'll get tower ready to go. Approach in there. Alright, there's 180. Bring those back a little further. Alright, tower.
Contact Albuquerque Tower 120.3.
120.3, United 770 heavy, take care. 20.3. Albuquerque Tower, United 717 Heavies in the visual, runway 8.
United 717 Albuquerque Tower, good evening. Wind 360 runway 8, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 8, United 717 Heavy.
American 304 Heavy, left, Alpha 8. And
Laps
left
to
turn
full.
Alpha to the ramp, this frequency.
Arm speed brake. Set our auto brakes to auto.
Alpha 8 and left turn to the
We're
ramp.
a bit on the high side, but we can fix that.
American 304 Heavy.
We'll bring ourselves back to our approach speed of 140 knots. 150. And we'll pull the gear down as well. Yeah, I got it. I got it. Gear's coming down. One, two, three. Gear down 3 green. We are high, but okay, we can fix that. Dude, what is with the crosswind here? I got a 20-knot crosswind coming in.
Southwest 1375, Albert, clearance, got it now. Thanks a lot. Cleared to Las Vegas Airport, Roadrunner 3 departure, gallop transition, done as filed. Climb via SID, squawk 2, 3,
Disengage the auto throttle. Disengage the flight director. My airplane.
Southwest 1375, reback correct.
Yeah, I got it. Thanks. Shut up. Shut up. Why is this thing going crazy like this? Gears down 3 green. Flaps are down. Auto brake's armed. Speed brake is armed. Yeah, I don't know why that's doing that, but whatever. Yeah, there's a fucking runway here. What do you think I'm doing?
There comes 637 Albuquerque.
Well, that was a thunk.
Stand by.
Reverser's out. That was a big thunk. Decel. I don't know why we've got a 16-knot quartering tail, or why we've got a 16-knot direct crosswind here, but okay. There's 80. Annual braking. Man.
United 717, clear left Alpha 9er or Alpha 10. Another left turn on Alpha, and straight ahead to the ramp. Welcome to Albuquerque.
Left Alpha 9er, straight ahead to the ramp, and 9717, thanks. Have a good one.
Yep.
Reverser's out. Lights on, you off, you. Get her cleaned up here. When I said we'll get her cleaned up, I mean that. Okay. Brakes and come off. We are still quite heavy. I think that's why I might have blown that landing, but 8.5 from Tower. Tower didn't see the 575 that we had then.
.com 637
I don't know. That's the first time that's ever happened. In
St.
fact,
John's transition.
I flew this plane into this
J18,
airport on that approach and did not
Imperial,
have that happen before. So I
direct
honestly don't know what
Julian,
the deal there was.
Direct Palomar Airport. Climb via SID. Squawk 1553.
Oh man. Well, that was a good time. Look at that fucking crosswind though. What? Why is X-Plane drawing that thing so intense? Pardon my French, but holy crap, man. Honestly, what I should have, I honestly should have just aborted the landing and asked for a go around in runway 3. But yeah, I didn't quite want to go to that extent. FMC message. Yeah, thanks. I know. Drag required. Yeah, you think? All right. Let's get the APU on here. Oh shit, we never turned the APU off. Well then. Yeah, about that. Alright. Straight ahead, Alpha. Wind was 010 at 9er. Yeah, my ND was definitely reporting at like... My ND was reporting about a 16 knot crosswind.
Twin Cessna 35 Charlie Bravo Albuquerque Tower, make straight in, runway 3. Runway 3, clear to land, wind 360 on 9er.
Cessna 35 Charlie Bravo is clear to land, 03, winds 090.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy, man. Like, and definitely, like, my ND was telling me I had a fairly like I was 20 knots from the crosswind there on final. As I was making my turn into final, you notice I was so far south of the runway. And it's because I was just getting shoved.
09. Sorry about that.
But yeah, I mean, for those of you that are tuning in for the first time, or perhaps are watching after the fact on YouTube, that was a pretty good landing by Catstrator standards. They're usually quite abysmal, except when you guys aren't watching. Ah, good, Red Hot. That makes me feel better. We still got plenty of gas. It's not like we've still got enough. I allocated enough fuel for us to have to go back to Vegas. So Vegas was my alternate, and I had another hour on top of that. So we probably could fly all the way back to San Francisco with the amount of fuel that we have in here. Actually, no, that's a lie. We wouldn't make it back to San Francisco, but we could definitely make it back to at least to Vegas. A couple lead planes almost got blown up the runway. That doesn't surprise me. We're gonna go watch the replay here in a second too. So, oh man, that was intense. I'm saddened that I missed the big rush, but I am extremely happy that I'm happy to fly into a new airport like this. And it is cool seeing these couple of GA guys coming in on the 3s. They're coming in on 3. Take this here right in the corner. I can try... I don't know what I can try.
South 1375 Albuquerque ground, runway 8, taxi via Alpha.
Somebody else out here, but I don't know where he's at. Alright. You hope that's on. We want those off. Off, off, off. Off. Big rush wasn't much. We're all sequenced in all really smoothly. Nice, man. Yeah, dude, Uber, I saw when you guys were coming in. I was just hoping for some more radio chatter. Like, I would have liked to have been in the thick of things and just seeing more traffic. But that's cool. We had a good flight. We had a good trip down there. The multi-twitch stuff was definitely cool, and it accomplished what I wanted to do, and that was to push a lot more people over to the multi-twitch and see some of the other stuff that was going on. Here we go. We got the stop, and... APU gens on. Bring them off. Bring our bleeds off here. Those are all great. Hydraulic 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And no smoking. Seatbelt sign. That's good. Alright, engine 1. Engine 2. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Albuquerque International Sunport. Local time is 8:45 p.m. Man, that was a fantastic flight. I parked at a Southwest gate. I know, whatever. I don't know where I parked. I parked at a gate where I knew this big ass plane was gonna fit. Look at that thing, man. That is not a 9-knot wind. That thing is on Viagra. Okay, that
3-5 Bravo, I forgot the gear.
windsock is really excited.
Yikes.
He says he forgot the gear. Oops. All right, I'm sure John Fly got that. All right. Let's go ahead and disconnect from PilotEdge.
Disconnected.
Put this sucker in replay mode here. Get the tower view. Let's see how majestic we were. Probably not coming in. (9:45) Mountain Time. Oh, it is, isn't it? Oh man, I have to get used to time zones again. Definitely got blown around. I would have liked to have not thunked it at 600 feet per minute, but I suppose it could have been worse. Oh yeah, because like, look, I barely even flared. Oh yeah. Oh, look at the bounce. Hang on a second here. Slow-mo that shit. 20, 10, 5, and bang, and 5. Bang. Oh my gosh. Could have been worse. Replay's not showing the speed brakes coming out. That's alright. Probably because I turned the engines off. You can see me... Okay. So here's the crab. The crab is real. And then watch the ailerons over here as we try to account for the fact that this is painful. Yeah! There we go. Like, I was giving it full right rudder and full left aileron trying to keep this thing on the runway. Alright, one more. Nope, I want this one here. My favorite view. Save the best for last, they say. The crab is real. So is the bounce. Nice. All right. I'm going to take one for a picture here. Let's see here. Pause that. Back here. Oh, I said back. I say back. I want to take a picture for the. So you know what? This might be the one to take. Trying to get a good thumbnail shot here. I like that one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a blast. Everybody who stuck around tonight, thank you so much. Those of you that were here at the beginning, thank you as much as well. Yeah, there's some other guys that are still streaming, so feel free to go check them out. Hope you guys enjoyed it tonight, and looking forward to getting some more of these going. This time for real. Thanks, John. Drifting an airplane. Tokyo! We Tokyo'd the airplane. All right, guys. 'Twas fun. Have a great night, and we'll probably see you later this week. Like I said, there's still some people streaming, so do go check them out. And have a great night. Enjoy your week. And yeah, real awkward because I don't ever know how to say goodbye. Good night, Peter. Good night, TC student. That's the first time I've seen your name all night. So hello and goodbye. Pablo LeChuck, dude. That name is awesome. Good night, guys.